the queen who once ruled Jiangcheng. Now it has become an auction item together with its daughter. No man can resist even if he is tortured. And now the former queen has become my slave. All because of the end of the world. 90% of humanity died as a result with the coming of the end. The surviving humans awaken different innate abilities. Replicas and precious props appear around the world. And that's what attracts us to the laws of the universe. The life of authority. In my last life, my strength was ordinary. It took many contributions to join one of them. Under the command of Heroth. But it failed because of a mission. Hercules wiped me out. And this is when the hourglass on my chest changes. When I wake up again, I found out that I went back to my college dormitory. So I immediately checked the time. I actually returned to the universe. 10 days before the coming of the will. I saw a zombie news on my phone. According to the memory of a previous life, talent takes effect 10 days before the trial. Talents can be upgraded if discovered and exploited. So I went to a hospital. In my last life, my gift was level 1 virus resistance. If you follow the promotion method, you must use the virus to stimulate the enhanced talent in advance. When I entered the room, seeing the person in the hospital bed turned into a zombie. I immediately pulled out the syringe. 2.5 caddies of blood. Thinking of losing blood. Should be able to stimulate their own talents. Then I went back to the dormitory. Found out that the roommates had gone all night. Looking at the syringe in my hand, I fell into hesitation. After all, the consequences of failure are very likely to die. But think of the humiliation of the previous life. Grit your teeth and inject all the blood into your body. After all, there is no difference between awakening a first-level talent and a cripple. Even if I know the future, you will also miss the opportunity because you are too weak. After a while, my consciousness began to blur. Suddenly, I was awakened by a scream. I turned around and saw a few roommates shouting. Instantly, I regained consciousness to the squeezing sound. When I got back to the bathroom, I realized I had made it. Losing the virus doesn't kill the talent. Successfully get the right way to upgrade. I think about the hierarchy of what happens when talent awakens. Suddenly, the universe kept prompting me to be a pioneer. Has the title of pioneer. Bonus that can increase the percentage. So I quickly checked the talent panel. The talent in the same episode is upgraded to a 3S level virus king. And the virus king is the strongest ability of the virus family. Not only can it absorb and exploit manipulated viruses, we can even engineer and create viruses. But now my ability is to absorb the virus. Now we need a lot of viruses to enhance our capabilities. And hospitals are naturally the best. Where to get the virus? Then I came to the first courtyard of Jiangcheng. As soon as I arrived at the door, I saw a large number of people fleeing. Then I remembered that Zhongcheng was trying 3 strange things that happened before the advent. One of them is lockdown hospitals. And I got really excited. He rushed towards the zombies regardless of the persuasion of others. Facing the awakened talent of me. Those zombies will only become my admiration. Every zombie absorbed. You can get virus enhancement points. Meanwhile, in the toilet on the 4th floor of the hospital. Looking at the door that is about to be broken. Men are trapped in endless fear. I feel like I'm going to die soon. This is the expression of a man who is dumbfounded. Look at the charm behind you. I've been chasing you for so long, but you don't agree. He's going to die soon. It's better to have a good time before you die. Suddenly, the door to the toilet was torn open by zombies. The timid man who was afraid of death pushed the girl into mourning. The corpse then prepared to jump down towards the window. And pretty soon, I got all the way here, looking at the newly infected girl on the ground. So I immediately launched viral absorption, thinking it should be able to stop constipation, and the army will be coming soon to block it. At this time, one needs to understand the treatment of the hospital. After a while, the girl suddenly got up. When I saw this scene, I knew it was successful. Then I immediately asked him to take me to the hospital for the virus. Most places. After coming to the laboratory, I immediately poured multiple viruses into a measuring cup. Then continue to prompt the successful extraction of various viruses and get different enhanced villas. Then I took all the viruses to reinforce the lost virus. This is the prompt for me to lose the virus and achieve the purification conditions. And now, the one that has improved my strength the most is the black light virus, because this is the only way to devour purification-based viruses. Suddenly, the girl suddenly alerted that a zombie broke in. I lifted the zombie with one hand. The excavation speed is much faster than before. Strength has increased. Then I activate the ability. Test your newly acquired abilities. In an instant, countless tentacles wrap the zombies. Then slowly turned into a ball of meat. I will finish absorbing the zombies in a while. New capabilities are not only absorbed quickly, and the absorption can also restore some physical strength. The girl looked at me in horror. Suddenly he calmed down again. Thank you for saving his life. And said it would be kept confidential. Then they introduced each other. I learned that the girl's name is Sue Crossing. This is the footsteps of many people outside. I understand this is the army and police preparing to block the needle. Then I took Sud in and prepared to leave from the rooftop. Suddenly, a huge bald zombie stopped him. Looking at such a huge body, I immediately became excited. This is a rare mutant. So I jumped to avoid the zombie's attack. Kicked his bald head hard on a gold hook. After some communication, I discovered his overall quality, on par with myself. Then I quickly absorbed the zombies next to me. Another punch towards his chest. Unexpectedly, the hardness of the mutant is beyond imagination. The sword shape makes me feel bad. Not only does it cause no harm, it will also waste a lot of time. Just then, Sudin one axe's break spy gun and took out the axe. And when I took the axe, my confidence shot up. Hit hard, leaving a wound on the law's body. And I chased after him and slashed at him. Watching the dying zombie prepare for the final replenishment. Suddenly, the zombies went berserk. Hit me against the wall. I didn't expect him to be seriously injured and not run away. Instead, Bing C resisted and wanted to tear me apart, but that's what I want. Suddenly, countless tentacles stretched out from my abdomen. In an instant, the zombie was tied to death and began to devour. Acquire new abilities after devouring mutants. And it made me very happy to see that. Sure enough, there is nothing wrong with choosing to devour purified blacklight viruses. And this army was coming. Then I hugged Sudin and quickly left here. Then he jumped in the direction of his house. And I went home. Sudin offered to help me clean the wound. I told him the bullet didn't stay in it. Wounds heal. Since Sudin insists on helping me clean up. So I took off my jacket. And he was looking at my 8-pack. Without blushing. This is my way of saying if I eat you, it will be restored immediately. How about you show up? Smell the cigarette crispy heart with a shy face. If you want to eat it, you have already eaten it. This is me. It means that I didn't eat it before because the environment is not good. Crispy heart looks shy. Speaking of washing, it tastes better. As for the content behind, it doesn't look good, just dance directly. After a night of communication. Early in the morning, I went to buy breakfast to replenish my strength. Then Sudin called and said someone was looking for me. The person claiming to be Song Zikyong. And I immediately understood something. After all, his daughter, Brother Song, has some entanglement with me, and he can find Susan Bell. Must know something. Song Zikyong unified Jiang Cheng in the last life. A true queen. It is also the existence I can only look up to in the past life. But it's not what it used to be. If I can recover him for my use, so much more can be done in the time before Advent. Soon I will meet this queen of Jiang Cheng. He said that his daughter had not contacted me. I'm very worried. Let me come here to experience it. What kind of man can make my daughter so nervous? I'll cut to the chase. Ask him what his true purpose is. Song Zikyong directly asked how the person who is me is. If you like your brother to be a son-in-law, you can also. But I don't understand why he would say that. This is his explanation. I saw my heroic performance in the hospital. So I was kind of surprised. After all, I had destroyed all the surveillance by then. I didn't expect him to find me. And he explained that he had his own people in the hospital. Not only did I see it, but I also took a video and sent it to him, and still among the survivors in the morning. I found Sushin's colleague Liu Feng. I heard this name. Immediately thought of last night. Sudin told me about the situation at that time. I thought he was dead. Sudin hated him very much. This is Song Zikyong. He wants me to join him as a survivor. But I refused very decisively. After all, my secrets will definitely surprise him. I would never be his person. Instead, I want Song Zikyong to be my person. See, the chestnut claws in my hands suddenly surprised him. and said that as long as you're willing to beat me, I tell myself, what the hell is this? Then I told him the end was near. And these zombies are just garbage. This sentence also made Song Zikyongming say, I know more than he does. And that's when he said we could work together. Trade his abilities for my information. I also readily agreed to his invitation. Just then, there was a sudden sound of gunfire outside the door. Then Song Zikyong said, Commander Wong of Jiangcheng sub-military region last night. They requisitioned part of the cold storage to refrigerate the zombies. And survivors in isolation hospitals. The zombies are locked in the cold storage and cannot move. This made him a little confused about what was going on. I didn't expect it. The low temperature environment will make zombies slow down. They found out so quickly. But what they don't know is, zombie mutation probability in extreme environments increase. At this point, I suddenly thought, is this the side of the suburban bombing? And then I got excited. Let's see this time. What kind of mutant is it? At this moment, the army outside was frantically attacking the zombies. But no matter how you attack, it had no effect on him. At this time, Song Zikyong appeared and asked them to cease fire and retreat, and said they couldn't hurt that meat mountain. Continuing is just a waste of time. Then let him just protect the employees. And brought survivors. And said someone would take care of this monster. Voice. At this moment, I will take action to block the attack of Meat Mountain, but I didn't expect him to just grab it. I almost dragged my feet. I didn't expect it to grow so much. Then I relied on flexible movement and goose owl launch an offensive. And the commander who saw this scene was very surprised. What is this? You actually raised a monster. Song Zikyong explained that he was not a monster. And the world came to the cold me. Unleash evolutionary devouring. After absorbing frozen beef, I got black light disease again. Poison purification strength and endurance have also been improved. Watching the meat mountain attack indiscriminately, I understand that it has almost been consumed. Then this is my show. I'm always restored. One blow knocks meat mountain to the ground. Keep waving towards his head. Then he tried to grab me with both hands like a sword. And I didn't panic. Immediate activation capability. Reach out countless tentacles to resist. As long as you devour this mountain of meat, my powers will strike again. The commander who saw this scene couldn't believe it. Is this really human? Suddenly, he had a plan. I want to take this opportunity. Kill both monsters in one go. Immediately call the walkie-talkie and request to launch a missile. This is what Song Zikyong reminded. He's helping us now. And also saved you. Please don't do anything stupid. Lest everyone end badly. Moments later, I was surrounded by troops. The commander said that as long as I don't hurt people, we'll never order. This is me just after devouring Meat Mountain. Get promoted again. Not only does it unlock new abilities, but viral attention. The ability of the Blacklight virus has also been greatly improved. The soil gets a new shape, a new hammer. I am also very satisfied to see this scene. The hammer made me feel so powerful. Unfortunately, there is no test target. And not only that, and one of the biggest gains. The core of a meat mountain. It's very rare. Not only can it be turned into equipment, if a control method is found, you can even use him. Build a wall of flesh and blood that grows infinitely. This is me thinking about whether to feed it or not. Then grow a meat shark to test your hand. Suddenly, Song Zikyong's voice came from behind and introduced me to the girl she had just rescued. Name dear for this person I know. He's a well-known journalist in Jiangcheng. It must be you who is in the doctor. The hospital photographed me secretly. Then I asked him when Dong Dong killed Meat Mountain. Is there any video? Let him keep it and don't send it out yet. Suddenly, the commander came forward and asked me to take my own business and tell the military everything you know. I heard the words Commander Huang. Reminds me of that unforgettable face again. Commander Huang's name is Huang Xingju. After the trial, gather the weak awakened. Use it like a pig or a dog. At first, it was comforted by the righteousness of the family and the country. And then it turned into arbitrary insults. And I was one of them in my last life. You can even eat a full meal. And those who tried to leave will be charged with treason. It also forced me to leave the battlefield. Then I looked at Song Zikyong on the side. Boss Song, am I going to explain? Song Zikyong immediately refused. After all, he doesn't know anything yet. Then Song Zikyong asked him to tell Commander Huang. If you have any questions, ask me in person. As soon as these words came out, he dared not continue to say anything. At this time, I heard from my subordinates that those quarantines were making trouble. Hearing the words, I asked if there was a man named Liu Feng among them, and expressed his desire to meet him. Then they immediately brought Liu Feng over, and he thought his father had sent someone to pick him up. That's me tapping him on the shoulder, and used the opportunity to activate the ability to inject the lost virus. Then I opened my mouth, and someone asked me to give you a message. Sudin said in bed yesterday that he wants you to die. Liu Feng was a little surprised when he heard this. And all of a sudden, I yelled, "Everybody back up. He's about to become a zombie." Hearing this, Liu Feng felt that he was being counted by the play. The next second, his whole person mutated. That's exactly what I want to see. So I can test the power of the hammer in my new ability. Seeing this scene, the commander's eyes widened. Then I told Song Zi behind me, "Joan, pass this time. I can show you some wallets when I go back." At this time, Song Ziqiong didn't have much money. Just call me Ziqiong or Sister Song in the future. And said that now he wants to be my person. I'm proud of it. Then I'm going to see your value and performance. Then I went with Song Ziqiong. His blessing. I let him get home during this time. Do not disturb me. I took advantage of this time. Take a look at the rewards for worshipping Meat Mountain. Open the inventory and find that there are 2 skill books. One is violent and bloodthirsty, but the effect is not what I want at all. The other one adds muscle value. According to the experience of the past life, it doesn't fit your position. Although I can't use it myself. But the value is rather high in the early stages of the trial. Whether it's building a force, it's still pretty good to win people's hearts. Think about building power. Now is the time to lay it out. Gold coins rewarded by killing Meat Mountain, just enough to set up a chat group. Gather those pioneers through this chat group. Help them lay a solid foundation, and this will also become my goal. The first step in Hero's revenge. Soon came to Song Ziqiong's villa. I gave him some simple information. I think that's enough for him to deal with it and take the lead. But Song Ziqiong is not satisfied with this. Ask, how can I become my person? I said I don't need trash and absolute loyalty. In this regard, Song Ziqiong said that these can be achieved. In particular, there is no doubt that one can stand in Jiangcheng. I told him that after the trial came, these will all be pushed. In the present interpretation, status after money is worthless. Looking at Song Ziqiong's current scenery reminds me of the end times. The picture of their mother and daughter being sold as auction items. Then he felt that if he was hesitating, sure to miss a lot of opportunities. The next second, kneel down on one knee and express your allegiance to me. I am also very satisfied. After all, now the value that Song Ziqiong can provide is quite high. And then I wanted to take a look at him in person. There are still some things that need to be done with him. Then ask him to notify his subordinates. Show my post in the most prominent position. At this time, Song Ziqiong's mobile phone received a call from her daughter. He couldn't figure out why I had the phone in my hand. I let him go home first and say something sweet. Then hang up the phone. Only brother Song with an angry face was left. This is Song Ziqiong, who was touched by me. I hope I can protect his daughter too. I told him to try harder. When the time comes for trials, most likely won't become a monster. Moments later, I led them to an abandoned warehouse. And the twins spoke. This was originally an underground casino. But now everyone inside has turned into zombies. And according to the memory of a previous life, don't remember what happened here. After all, this place is remote. Even if something happens, it's hard to get out. And here's Gem and I going through all the rumors. The land of zombies and monsters. Found only here. I'm guessing someone must be collecting zombies. Then where he placed the zombies? It's a zombie slaughterhouse. But I don't know yet. Is that person a curious warrior? Still a forerunner of the situation. And I want to help them survive the apocalypse. Picked an abandoned warehouse full of zombies. When the door opened, countless zombies rushed out frantically. But they are vulnerable to me now. After 2.5 minutes, the system prompts me to kill more than 300 zombies. Receive the title Zombie Hunter. After killing a large number of zombies, prompt me to be able to exchange the serum of the zombie virus. See the recipe here, and I can't help but get excited. That's a good thing. After all, so are the awakened. Will be troubled by the zombie virus. After cleaning up the zombies, I called Jinan, who was still in a daze at the door. Concurrent inquiry. Asked them if they remember the purpose of their visit. Song Zikyong immediately said to kill zombies with cold weapons will drastically reduce breakdowns. The probability of temporarily turning into a monster, killing zombies without hands and injuries will definitely not change. Then I grabbed a half-dead zombie. Asked them who will be the first to succeed, so that I can see how strong a few people are. And as Song Zikyong's assistant, select the first test. I saw him being dropped alone, break the zombie's neck on the spot. I am also very satisfied to see this scene. Then Song Zikyong was killed with a baseball bat. I can see that he lacks strength. Then Sue crossing from the hospital. It took a lot of effort to kill the zombies. And he was knocked down by the zombies because his strength was too small, relying on human structure to barely kill. In the end, only a panic chant remains. He peed on the spot when he saw this horrific scene. I'm a little speechless seeing this. I didn't expect the beautiful school beauty to be so tempting on weekdays. Then I asked Song Zikyong to investigate. Why are there so many rumors of lost places? And they got nothing. It was definitely not easy for me to see this. And told him that brother Song was too bad. It's up to you to arrange the exercise for him. Song Zikyong is worried that she does not have the ability to eliminate the virus. Your own daughter will become a zombie. This is the serum of the zombie virus I put. Hand him the recipe, and he was completely composed. And promised to complete the task I gave him. At this time, I think the post I sent should be seen by many people. When I checked the reply, there's not a single piece of content. When I was feeling down, suddenly, something came to my attention. After seeing the content, I feel that it is not complete. Is it fun or something? Then I woke up with this person. It's about mind control. And let him join the chat group. Then he smiled and said, I want to pull in a guy named Glacier. I was stunned when I heard the name. The Glaciers of the last life were top evolvers. The emperors and powerful men known as the Water Army. Through me let him if there are other pioneers. Can be pulled in? Meanwhile, the other side. Luli found out that the city lord of Jiangsheng was collecting zombies. And those zombies are sent to a container at a port. Just as Luli reported, suddenly two corpses appeared in front of him. This is Song Zikyong. More and more people in the villa are joining the group chat. Facing their problems, I constantly guide those people how to choose. Then Song Zikyong hurried towards me. Flustered indicates that Laurie was caught collecting intelligence. The other party asked him to negotiate in person. Wenyan, I asked Luli if he contacted you. So serious that Luli gave you up. See my serious expression? Song Zikyong quickly explained. Luli was trained by himself. Never betray. The problem must lie with sending out investigators. Here's Song Zikyong's explanation, and I promise to bring him back. The dachshund now concentrated in word. Laurie was tied to the seat. The man said he didn't touch him. It's all Song Zikyong's face, and said that if you choose to submit, then he will be his subordinate. But if you don't submit, then both of you will be my queen mother. At the moment, Rory is very afraid. I'm shaking all over. At this time, and I'm sitting next to him, and I'm eating steak. He was surprised to see me, because he didn't realize there was someone else by his side. Step back and ask who I am. I said I was here to reveal the truth. Family. Then he asked me if I was sent by Song Zikyong. And can do it so close that it goes undetected. Must be a pioneer. I let Luri out first. Song Zikyong is waiting for you outside. See this line of work? I guess Song Zikyong is now mine. After getting a positive answer, the person who thinks he can make the Queen of Jiangsheng submit, there must be many means, then expressed his desire to cooperate with me. Among the three major forces in Zhong City, he's tamed the city lord. And I tamed the queen. Now there is only tearing. Then he expressed his desire for me to assist. He became the king of Jiangsheng, but I rejected him decisively. Crossing Meng was instantly unhappy when he heard this reply. Expressed that you are a strong S level. And said it was the highest level of talent. And I'm for him collecting zombies everywhere. They also use living people to make zombies and eat them. With this kind of thing, it's not good to have great power. So it's better to die as soon as possible. And said that his talent is 3S level. You don't deserve my responsibility at all. Hearing words and deeds directly demonstrates one's ability. His ability is to kill thorns. Some attributes of the target can be killed. Permanently transferred to oneself. It also means that it can grow infinitely. I feel that my invincible ability is not enough. Slice class. Then, isn't the 3S level going to become a guard immediately? But I still don't take him seriously. It can be seen that his claws should be a piece of equipment. About this, Crossing Meng directly opened his claws and lunged at me. I also immediately changed my bone claws to fight him. After seeing my claws, it means that my transformation talent is still a little poor. Then Qing Meng began to kill violently. Seeing this, I understand that he just didn't fully state your abilities. In case of S level, I still can't play. Then I turn on the hammer form. And just then, accidentally exposed on the other side of the road. To rescue him, I got into a fight with another SG Awakener. When playing inextricably for a while, Crossing Meng started to provoke you. Kid, can't you? Are you already exhausted? 3K's talent can't be fake, right? But I'm still confident. My talents have already come into play. You just haven't noticed it yet. And Crossing Meng thinks I'm still being stubborn. Suddenly a punch sent me flying. You clearly have the power. Their physique and agility are lower than mine, but keep bluffing. When he said he was ready to attack again, I suddenly felt powerless. As weak as a deep wound. Prompts keep popping up at the moment. All kinds of viruses are beyond his tolerance range. And receive various negative reports. He saw this scene. I don't understand what's going on. This is my slow opening. Your physique is really good. It took so long to work. How does it feel to have so many diseases? Hearing the words and deeds, I realized that it was my fault. But now he's just a paper tiger. A tight blow went straight through his body. I've already mentioned my abilities. You just don't believe it. Then I unleashed my powers and started devouring him. I hope to absorb the S-level effect. Don't let yourself down. Moments later, my black light virus has completed its initial awakening. Devouring has evolved. Able to view part of the memory of the devouring target. And have the probability of obtaining any record from the other party. I am also very satisfied to see this scene. Can increase its own basic attributes. It's a huge benefit. When I checked my personal information, and we found a substantial increase in each one. And it was then that I discovered that he was not only equipped, also obtained, drawing. I guess this person must have killed a zombie. Otherwise, it is impossible to have more than my attributes. I see it's still a C-level drawing. It also means that his luck attribute must be very high. But now all he has is me. Remember everything that happened recently. Raised my talent from level 1 to level 3S. And the 3 oddities were great. And also, conquered Song Zixiong, the future city, Lord of Jiangcheng, with my current strength. Try harder to find the monster before it arrives. It's not worth the cost. And the last few days be for the second coming. I plan for the development after the advent. Ready in 2.5 days. I'm in Song Zixiong's villa. Admiring the last night view. And the trial is coming soon. This is Song Zixiong and the others reporting to me. Completed the task I gave. And now there are 10 minutes until the trial comes. I will post a message to the group immediately. Keep them calm. And hope everyone survives. Now they are all waiting quietly. In the last few points, someone can't wait. Some people were really flustered. Then I called Song Zixiong. Soon is quiet. The peaceful scene will be completely history. And the world is coming to an end. It's 12 a.m. The trial has officially come. The Langshan Doomsday trial officially begins. Those who survive will become evolvers. Is this trial an opportunity or a danger? Everything is determined by one's own strength. This is me looking at the fickle world outside. Suddenly, the hourglass you wear changes. Time hourglass completes Ren Master Bagan's binding. What happened so suddenly took me by surprise. He realized that Song Zixiong and the others were still by his side. I want them to get out quickly. After all, the secret of the hourglass cannot be known to anyone. When I looked back, I found an unexpected scene. How many people do you see? Not moving at all. It was as if time had stopped. And I looked out the window. The crash plane was actually parked in the air. Then I realized that time had stopped at this moment. Suddenly, the hourglass emitted bursts of light. The time hourglass is successfully bound. When I see the properties, he realized that his rebirth was indeed due to the desert. It also has state-saving and reading effects. So I was quite surprised to see this. Such a powerful life-saving skill, cooling down for an hour. After a few moments, time returns to normal. Song Zikyong asked me, "Did you just call a few of them?" I immediately asked them to confirm the security in the villa and arrange for people to be vigilant around them at all times. Time came the next day. Most people have already made movies. I saw a large number of zombies at the door. Song Zikyong immediately opened and the head of purple gold. This effect can transform objects into purple gold. Attack and defend, then turn on the insight crystal. Ability to view the properties of the target. Moment, all the attributes of the zombies in front of you are displayed in front of you. Just for a moment, those zombies treat the guest room to see Crossy. The other side woke up. Assassins can hide their breath. Just in the blink of an eye, those zombie forbidden arts were beheaded. And Sudin woke up. The ability to heal injuries and restore strength. Now everything is going smoothly under my arrangement. I am very satisfied with the current situation. And I have more important things to do. Speaking of me, I immediately disappeared from the road. In the last life, when the end came, saw a sign. But after a long time, just understand what it is. And this time, I must seize this opportunity. Soon I came to Jiangcheng University. This is where the logo appeared in the last life. And the sign in the sky. It's actually a projection doppelganger of a guard. See the logo appear? I immediately ran in that direction. Just then a voice called to me. "In the early stages of the trial, a strong little guy like you. I'm a business person. Are you interested in doing some business with me?" I couldn't wait to hear that. "It is my pleasure to be able to trade with you. Business people don't know what's good about a deal." And I talked about hearing about it. "Your guards have been looking forward to meeting you. Lord Leto, guard of trading." Just as I praised the guard of the deal, I saw him take out a card. Give it to me as a meet and greet gift. Said it was a gold membership card he handed to the Chamber of Commerce. You can enjoy discounts with this card. I was very happy to see this scene. Remember Top's facts. He has showered praise on women. Subsequently, the guard of trading took out to S-level props. A full-time scroll for Thunder Walker. The other is called Death Place. I just realized when I saw this item. The original Thunder Scroll from the previous life. I bought it from here. But unfortunately, I don't have the ability to buy it yet. And then I got it back, even though I couldn't afford it. But I know that the guards cannot directly participate in vows. You have to invest in the evolutionaries to profit from it. You must also have come with the purpose of investing. Hearing this, the trading guard suddenly smiled. You want my investment? I am speaking of the one thing that was discovered by the guards, treasure, and hope to be able to use him to invest. Now the guard of trading says, investment requires income. Why do you think? Can it bring me far more benefits than it is worth? Even if you are my admirer. I won't do loss-making business for you either. This is my left hand, getting a bony claw. The right hand changes the hammer, and showed him his SSS level talent. This is my draw. After seeing my talent, the guard of trading quickly uploaded. And he was originally, I didn't intend to keep that treasure so short. Invest out. But now there's such a tempting crowd. Decided to give me a chance. I'm a little excited to hear this. Ask, is it possible to get the investment for that baby? But the trading guards say that's not enough. They want the highest investment. Then you need to use your own strength and growth to prove value. So Leto set me his first mission. Then hand me a coin. After completing the task, can summon his projection with gold coins? I accept the task. I want to see what that baby is. Then I saw a golden light unfold. A sword named Dual Profession Full-Time Scroll appeared. Seeing my OP can make, the user has two occupations simultaneously. End of transaction, and then Leto was leaving. And I'm very happy about what happened today. I hope I can complete the task ASAP. Then I open the task service card. An SSS called Ultimate Investment. And the task appears. When I look at the mission rewards. Just found out that the right to interpret belongs to Leto. As expected of the guard of transactions, but thinking about his past life, his reputation was very good. If you complete the task beautifully, shouldn't treat yourself badly. And to my surprise, Zhong Dang had a father in the early days of the Doomsday. After all, I had never heard of it in my last life. It must be in some hidden location. Jiangcheng University Gymnasium. A man asked everyone to take off their clothes and make it look to his satisfaction. Begging to be your own slave. If you disobey, take his name immediately. One of them yelled at you white pig. Then the girl on the side came out to stop. Tell him not to go too far. The man who heard this, one slap directly sent him flying. Just then the block door suddenly exploded. Several people looked at the door with surprise. You beat these foreign devils, right? At this moment, the man still looks disdainful, very arrogant, and I had already disappeared and rushed towards him. Yes, then go to hell. Kill the foreign devil on the spot. Saying this, his little brother wants to do it, but it's just hitting a pebble with a stone. Then, I asked if any of them were from medical school. I am looking for something. They need medical school. Everyone who saw this scene, introduce your major one after another. At this time, one person pointed to the girl who had just been beaten. He's a medical student. The girl who heard this panicked. He begged for mercy and explained that he didn't do it. Anxiously said that he likes dragon people. I'm just white-skinned and yellow-hearted. Suddenly, the people around him laughed out loud. The girl on the side came to the rescue. He really didn't ignite. And he is still persuading the two foreign devils. Then I let them go. But he wants to stay and make everyone walk along the corpse of the zombie. Go to Jiangcheng Dongshan Villa and report Chengbai's name. Someone will settle in then. Everyone is worried that the outside is full of zombies and it is not safe. One say, all the zombies along the way have been dealt with by me. And you survived. Representatives are gifted evolvers. If you are always afraid to face the zombies, it will be dead by then. Then the girl doesn't know why to order. Stay alone. A bad idea suddenly popped into my mind. Immediately expressed his willingness to be my big Yanma. And I said to him, I am not interested in the foreign horses ridden by 10,000 people. He stayed because he needed someone from medical school. Find something by yourself. The girl realized that she had misunderstood. Then he said that he was not bullied. And prove it to me. Hearing this, I have questions in my heart. I'd like to see how to prove it. 2.5 hours later, the girl and I came out of the hallway panting. Soon I was in the research building of a medical school. He said there are many. What bacteria and viruses look like, and then I got into viruses here. I was shocked to see what was going on inside. I didn't expect Jiangcheng University to have such a treasure. And I started devouring the viruses. But it's mostly the flu. This is the pop-up prompt. Acquire enough influenza virus. Influenza upgrades to skills. And this is me looking at an introduction to that skill. I was very surprised. The effect of sneezing. It's a super control skill. And before I was browsing through talent skills. Not paying much attention to real viruses. But now I need to pay more attention to this aspect of promotion. The level exclamation is worthy of the SSS skill talent, which is so terrifying. And then I thought, the trial at the Goblin Guard is definitely not easy. Then increase the remaining virus points to strength. This is a pop-up prompt to unlock the skill climb the eaves and walk the wall. It can attach to any surface with the blacklight virus. And combat focus. Strengthen the ability to control all the muscles of the body. This time, I just threw a simple punch. The walls of the laboratory shattered on the spot. The girl who saw this was shocked. I thought to myself, I'm just lucky I didn't use this. Otherwise you might die. Look at the scene in front of you. I am very satisfied with this cup. Suddenly, I sensed something in the incinerator I'm looking for. When I opened the door, I saw a red portal. So I immediately went forward to confirm that I entered the warehouse door. A prompt pops up at this time. Successful customs clearance can make it permanent for 2 days. The inner guard clearance copy will disappear forever. Now I understand. Why didn't I hear about it in my last life? Suddenly, the bed in front of me changed. I immediately activate my combat stance and prepare for battle. It turned out that just after I entered the copy of Feng Huolu, the zombies inside began to wake up immediately. I saw this scene. Also get ready for battle immediately. Just one hit kills one of them in an instant. And now another zombie is overhead stress skill, but vulnerable to my hammer. After killing the zombies, I decide that it is a special instance. The experience gained is also very high. Looking at the zombies that keep coming at me. And for a moment, I was very excited. Right now, my experience points are skyrocketing. 2.5 minutes later, it brought me to level 4. And gained a free genus youth points. Then I looked at the differentiation that kept making strange noises. I want to help a copy buff break the shell. All of a sudden, there was a loud noise that immediately made me serious. When I saw the meat hidden in it, it made me feel uneasy. Then prepare to kill him before he transforms. However, the next second, the meat blocked the phone arm from our attack. Immediately after, I unleashed the botnet evolutionary flu, but was dispersed by the monster's roar. The hint skill is not valid for this target. Next second, the blow of the meat nugget sent me flying. And he was just shot in the arm by me. Start to heal slowly. Then we fought again. The biochemical grinding arm was directly cut off by me. Instantly, the arm I chopped off grew back again. I was very excited to see this scene. After all, it has been reborn. I haven't met an opponent who can give my all. Now I'm just using this biochemical to grind people. Move your hands and feet. Then let me keep hurting him. Biochemical abrasion can heal immediately. Then I activate the ability status reading of the hourglass. I'd like to see him. Is it truly immortal? 2.5 hours later, the biochemical demon has been tortured by me and cannot recover. Then another hour passed. I have started to urge the biochemical abrasion to recover quickly. 2.5 minutes later, biochemical grinding was only hit by me. There's a sarcoma left, but he is already the strongest I have ever met. The enemy has given me an addiction. Then step on it into minced meat. After killing the bionic demon, I'm at level 5. Due to my successful clearance, the incinerator copy is then converted into a permanent copy. Now, remind me whether to upload the customs clearance video as paid video, strategy. See the setting where you can hide the appearance name. One immediately choose to upload. At this moment, in Song Zikyong's villa, Sudin is treating his injuries. Suddenly, I saw a man named Bai uploaded a video. For a while, all evolutionaries pay a copper coin to start watching. Some people didn't even see my speed clearly. Need to slow down to see clearly. They all sigh that I am fierce and fast. But some people think my style of play is not suitable. Everybody, after all, the recovery speed of biochemical grinding is very fast. But most people were shocked by my strength. The group became very lively for a while. And complain? The gap between myself and me is so great. Some people have seen such a strong boss. I think there are other solutions. At this moment, I begin to absorb biochemical abrasive corpses. This reminds me. Obtain exclusive purification of blacklight virus. This is a blacklight virus that can only be used. Skill and ability points. But I'm also quite satisfied with it. And then prompted me again that the blacklight virus has been purified. Life recovery rate increased. And obtain the biochemical grinding skill cell regeneration. When I looked at the effect, it was very calming. Can you use physical or other energy? Rebirth of the system. And finally, I want to see this nightmare bun. What can be revealed, baby? At this time, I saw 3 golden pieces of equipment appear before my eyes. Just as I defeated BioGrind. Drop 3 rewards. The first full-time scroll called and biochemical grinding. It is a way to absorb other life forms and improve itself. The evil profession, but now I have SSS and blacklight virus. The second item is a bottle of genetic essence. I feel that this thing is not bad. I will quote it immediately. And then there's one last item left. Look at this strange thing. I don't know if it's a special item or equipment. The description of the skin of the faceless is also somewhat ambiguous. I don't know the effect. Is it to change your body or your equipment? This is what I opened. Remembering that the little monster also exploded something before, although they are all ordinary leather equipment. But it can be worn as an inner armor. Suddenly, I saw another Earth-level activation book. Cell skill book. I wanted to use it, but I prompted it to be invalid, because I already have a high version. Cell regeneration, but I don't think it matters. After all, this skill. Books can be changed in the chat group. Then I'm ready to leave here. Thinking of handing over the body of the boss to her. It should be considered a complete task. To think that I would complete the task so quickly. It will definitely surprise him. But then I remembered his name. God of Scripture and Transaction. It suddenly made me feel like this. It's not that simple. Leto, after all, not a wandering merchant who moves aimlessly. He must be here for a reason. Then I remembered what Leto said before he left. I was a windfall. It is very likely that his original purpose is this special copy. And here I am. Didn't find anything valuable? And it must be very valuable to be able to make the projection doppelganger of the guards. I was a little confused for a while. Or maybe I missed something in his copy. Then I came to the door of the incinerator. It's the only place I haven't explored. So I went inside. But I didn't find anything special in it. Then I came to a pipe opening. In order not to miss every message. Decided to go up and have a look. After entering, turns out the pipe is longer than the room. Just when I was wondering, I suddenly found out. Seeing empty pipes makes me feel like I shouldn't. This is me knocking on top. Suddenly, a golden mask appeared in front of him. I was very surprised to see this scene. It turned out to be a prop. And it is the existence that the universe has never been able to explain. The question mark in the description makes me think most likely one. Products of SSS level props. Or props related to guards. Seeing this mask must be a good thing. It also made me understand that Lidu's purpose is this, and I decided to find a way to keep it. Then I left the ridge. And the girl is waiting for me outside. And he was thrilled to see me come out. Indicates that you have seen my video. So fake. I asked him if he had any copper coins. Because gold coins are required to unlock the warehouse function. Thinking of the video I sent before, a copper coin should be watched by many people. And it costs 1,000 gold to unlock the warehouse. Looking at my balance, I still need a lot of energy. The warehouse is always protected by the universe. Can be isolated from any detection. Is the safest way to leave props undetected. Saying that, I had to submit the task later. At this time, the girl asked if I was going back to the villa. I told him. There are many locations at night that are dangerous. Now I have to find a place to spend the night. He was a little excited to hear this. Express that, you know. There are several upscale hotels near the school. Safer at the top. I also feel good about classical Chinese, so let him lead the way. Pretty soon, we came to a love hotel near Jiangcheng University. Chose a room called Variety of Temptations. The girl immediately changed her dress. Up here in front of me. I didn't like it. Like this. He thought I didn't like it. But I immediately denied it. Because I don't like this dress. Then he went to change several sets. Ask if I like it. But these clothes don't satisfy me. This is my inquiry. Isn't there anything more interesting here? In the end, he chose a skinny girl's dress. Ask if I'm satisfied. For that, I think it's pretty good. Let him be a little pet tonight. After 100 wars. The girl has fallen asleep. And I get dressed and turn on the warehouse function. And put that mask into it. And then comes the last part of the mission. I tossed the coin that Leto had given me. Summon the Emperor and the Guard of Trading. Just as I threw out the gold coins and summoned the Guard of Trading. Remembering the words that were widely circulated in the past life when trading with Leto. Emotions are part of the bargaining chip. That is to say, Leto will take care of the deal. Or adjust the reward based on the emotion of the task subject. But only if the other party has enough value in Leto's eyes. Leto saw me summon him so quickly. Very surprised. The task has been completed. Did you prove your ability? I immediately threw the meat in my hand at him. This is the creature in the mission requirement copy. Part of the body. Credo looked at this dry and black piece. Stale meat. Showing some silence. Look, this thing has been dead for a while. You should have completed the task last night. Why didn't you call me right away? And then I looked very serious. You should really want that scroll, right? Facing Leto's questioning, I started my own show. I can't figure out you who is so in awe and respect. Why did you hide that copy from me? Until I entered the copy, only to find out that it was a nightmare and a copy. If I didn't have some means, I might have died. Wenyan Leto expressed that he could understand my behavior and will give a reasonable explanation. And he said, this is part of the test. After all, such a treasure. You can't give yourself to a person without law to deal with unexpected people. I can't say anything else about it. Then ask about the task reward. And what is the task for the next step? Leto said it was his fault to hide the information. And I also proved my strength. Then the mission reward this time. It's up to you to choose. And the next mission will be the final mission. How I am very happy to hear this. Thank you for your understanding and generosity. His Excellency Leto, and this time the reward is B. The highest quality items. Selling price is a ceiling. Whatever I choose. With a snap of Leto's fingers. Suddenly all kinds of blue cards appeared around me. Looking at the dazzling props. Soon I made a choice. I saw that I chose a return journey. Drawings for making scrolls. Leto praised him as a man of knowledge. And the next step is to release the final stage of the task. But when I saw the mission, I was shocked. To complete the mission, you need to obtain to SSS level occupations. The princess said that this mission was too difficult. You know, even guard, I'm not born with an SSS level profession. As the guard of transactions, he naturally understands. And Leto's original occupation was only level 1. But that was his best protection. Hoping to go to the best places. Otherwise, it will be difficult to give up your love and strength. I can't go on and on. I can only accept this extremely difficult task. Now, a mutant giant rat appeared in the Dongshan Villa area. Rats are wreaking havoc here. In the face of Song Ziqiong, they can't fight. The two sent out. The entire team died at his hands. For properties several times higher. There is absolutely no way to deal with it, but someone needs to stay and watch his actions. Suddenly Lang Shuang noticed the action of the saw rat. He hurriedly threw Song Ziqiong down to avoid the attack. And ordered everyone to get out of the way immediately. But those actions were late. The slow man was still hit by the saw rat attack. The disparity in strength makes it impossible for them to start. Even the retreat is not as agile as the saw rat. Just as the two were discussing, the giant rats attacked them again. In this hour of emergency, I suddenly appeared on top of the giant rat. Come up and knock down the monster with a whip leg. Successfully interrupted the giant rat's offensive. I found that my arrival surprised Song Ziqiong. Looking at the embarrassed duo and the tattered surroundings, it seems that I came back in time. Then he ordered Lang Shuang to send someone to clean up the battlefield. Compensation and rewards for those who died in battle must be given to you. Then let Song Ziqiong explain what happened. Then I went back to the villa. Learned that these giant rats, it suddenly appeared while cleaning up zombies. And also destroyed 6 warehouses. The total number of casualties exceeded 100 yuan. Looking at the tired looks of several people, I can see that they haven't rested for a long time. Leave the rest of the drama to me. I'll find out the source. At this time, Song Ziqiong was not at ease. Go to rest, no one will serve me, and recommend someone to me. And he lets in a guy called Domain. Express this, it was rescued while cleaning up the villa area. Also, known very early, and said he was a lawyer. Can assist me in making rules? Would also like to be mine? I asked Qin Lingyu to stay. Others can practice sword shape. Lingyu is also very sensible. You just tell me what you need to do. I heard that your line of words is very sharp. Come and let me experience your eloquence and strength. Just when I rewarded the Jade Marquis of Qinling, I am satisfied with his eloquence. Then he got up and let him come to the French window. Then I told Qin Lingyu the rules he require. But I wasn't finished. I saw him pose as if he was ready. For a while, I was stunned. Didn't you hear what I just said? See, Qin Lingyu realized that it was his own mistake. Explain your ability to focus. This ability can enhance one's thinking speed. and sensory power, but it will and all other information from the outside world. And I called him over. Just let him look out the window at the 3 areas of Dongshan. Then by observing the villa area where you are located, hillside high-end residential area and foothill community. Need him according to different areas. Make different rules. Give up. Chin Lingyu asked me if I had any other requirements. And I looked thoughtful. I'm curious when you're paying attention. How much sensory sensitivity will be improved? Hearing the words, the unicorn jade instantly understands what I mean. Then he held the French window with both hands again. Say you're ready? Just skip the boring clips. The time came the next morning. I led a group to a water outlet somewhere. Through yesterday's architectural drawings and mutant mice. Found this, and inside is lots of mutant rats. Although I can clear it quickly by myself. But I want to cultivate trustworthiness as soon as possible. Reliable person, I can no longer be a strong person to protect everyone. This time I chose you to take you to upgrade. So as to become the mainstay of the villa area. Everybody ready? Hear me speak. The crowd knelt in unison. Ready, master? I heard several men call master. I have an uncomfortable feeling. Then let them call me by D in the future. After listening to me, everyone was also very excited. And I was alone at the gate. Tear like toilet paper with a wave of your hand. At this moment, a prompt pops up to trigger a special task. Everyone receives the same task at once. The mission requirement is to kill all mutant mice and investigate the source of the mutation in the rat population. Rewards are based on completion. So I started exploring the sewers with a group of people. Then I found a game ahead. Immediately waved to stop. Suddenly, countless mutant mice attacked frantically. I was quite surprised to see so many of them. Activate combat stance immediately. Everyone follow. Note that those who are not dead must be replenished. Everywhere I go. They're all mutant corpses. While a dozen long and short pipes have now been cleaned. It must be the end soon. And one of them pointed to the front and shouted, "Here comes another one." Song Ziqiong is now ready to perform well. I reminded him to use his skills to scout first. Look at the reality. But when Song Ziqiong launched the insight crystal to check, but found that this is not ordinary mutant water, but a level 7 boss. As a result, he cannot view the specific attributes. The basic attributes of the boss. He can't be hot at all. To prevent accidents, I immediately stepped forward to meet the battle. However, in Song Ziqiong's opinion, the existence that cannot be defeated, I hit hard and directly killed the boss in seconds. He looked at Song Ziqiong directly. And then it prompted me to drop an item. Class I protective plague boots. I see it's still a set of equipment. I didn't expect the Rat King to be able to explode the set parts. Then I immediately equipped it. Although the grade is low. But if it is extremely powerful, it is several times stronger than ordinary equipment. Now the Plague King is dead. The task is to investigate the cause of the mutation. This last. Then I lead a group through several pipes. But no mice were found. That's me telling people to stop. At this moment, prompts keep popping up to absorb the virus for the first time. And they're all viruses I've never seen before. Although it is normal to absorb the virus in the sewer. But now the absorbed virus. They are all things that were not available on Earth before the trial. And the kind. And the number has reached the level of harming the evolvers. It also made me understand the source of the mutation. It seems to be not far away. So I ordered a few people to stop exploring. Return immediately. This is where I feel more and more intentional. The number of virus points will continue to increase with each step. Makes me very curious. Find the source. What's the growth rate? Soon I came to the end of this place. For others, this is hell. But for me, it's paradise. However, when I came to the source, but saw a corpse. Could this be the source of the plague virus? Just as I came to a vast depths, discovered its own virus. The power of points continues to increase. I feel this scene. Excitedly walking towards the source. A moment later, I came to the depths of a corpse. Experience a very strong plague virus. After observing the corpse, the source of the judgment is the scroll in his hand. Then I pulled out the scroll that the corpse was clutching. Turns out it's not paper theft. No specific instructions. The content recorded above. It's something I've never heard of. I don't know what the plague sect does. But anyway, I can feel if I absorb the virus on it. His own strength will once again gain a leap in governance. But when I initiate viral absorption, my abilities are starting to get out of hand. Suddenly, the surrounding virus, it started to come into my hands. Then prompts me to complete a special task. Borders in the sewer. And obtain the power of props, flesh and blood. Then a mark appeared on my palm. It's called Pest Alliance Wings. Proof of a core member of the plague sect. Then prompt me again to trigger the task. Understanding is still an SSS level task. After viewing the content, discovery is a task related to the dog. If you complete the task and become the guard of plague, then you are entitled to revenge on Herath. Suddenly, a copy teleportation appeared in front of me. So I went up and looked at the copy. It was hell. Difficulty level. It's more difficult than previous nightmares and incinerators. Fortunately, the copy generation time takes a month. After using this time to improve your strength, try the difficulty again. The other side at the moment, Song Zikyong, found that a copy of Dongshan Sewer has been generated. Difficulty is normal. You get 3 chances a day. And eating chicken in unison just allows them to refine. Song Zikyong was very happy to see me come back safely. Indicates that someone has been sent to notify others to come to the deputy. This practice book, after all, there are only 3 opportunities a day to not waste. 2.5 hours later, all the personnel in the villa area are gathered. I suggest they better enter in groups of 4-8. Life first, gain second. And Song Zikyong and his party, I'm going to lead the team myself. But I won't do it. Let them do it themselves. Then let a few people join my chat group. When Song Zikyong saw that I turned out to be no, 001, acting very surprised. And numbering is the order in which you become an evolutionist. And I didn't surprise him. After all, I am the White Emperor. At this time, Brother Song asked me, why didn't I receive the invitation? I got it because I didn't invite him. Because this is my harem. Only loyal and capable people can join. Represents a little girl who is scared to pee by zombies. You won't receive an invitation. Think of a humiliating scene. Brother Song is a little embarrassed. Don't underestimate people. I've grown up now. I immediately took out a lot of equipment. Select a net copy for him. Let me take a good look at how. Moments later, I led them into empowerment. Brother Song spoke first. It means that you can solve it alone. Then I asked Lu Li, what are their talents? Then Lu Li showed me his talent. It is a BLEVEL illusory image. Can create corpse-free phantoms according to imagination. Feel like fighting. Not much effect. And Brother Song's talent is SEAL-EVEL talent and intelligence. The effect is a 50% increase in experience and proficiency. But in my opinion, Brother Song's accelerated growth talent. Now it is not as effective as the talent in the record in combat. At this time, Brother Song, who solved the 3 mice, was alone. And talk about these mice. Kobe's zombies were amazing. I see you working so hard. Want to be a member of my harem? Then make an exception to agree to you joining. Brother Song is a little shy when he hears me. I'm not joining your harem. I just want to prove myself. Hearing him speak, I respect your choice. Then I won't invite you to join. At this time, Brother Song looked reluctant. Talk about wanting to join. But I looked at him wriggling. Still not satisfied. Immediately give him a pinch. At this time, Song Zikyong came to relieve the siege. Speaking of her daughter, she really wants to join. In the morning, because of the introduction of Qin Lingyu to me. Angry Wenyan, I no longer tease her. Accept the invitation for your mother's sake. Every time Brother Song successfully enters my harem, a happy smile on his face. Seeing him so proud. Song Zikyong explains that his daughter is just talking. After the copy is finished and returned to the villa, promise him to call me Dad obediently. I didn't expect it. Song Zikyong gave his daughter so much. Song Zikyong was very happy. After all, things have changed now. And my children have never eaten it since they were children. If only there was a father like me. That's a great thing. Just now, I posted the video of the customs clearance again. The awakened who saw this news were very surprised. I can't believe I'm moving so fast. After all, some awakened have never even seen a dungeon. And this time, I set the customs clearance content to video. This is the blue cat girl in the hotel. Seeing so many women around me. A little depressed for a while. After watching the video, I feel that I am really strong. The level 10 boss was killed by me in an instant. And a few people around me went through my guidance. The combat style is also very superb. How he wishes he could be with me at this moment. Also, enjoy my pointing. But some people have a different opinion. Although those little girls are strong. But the actual combat experience is too poor. I'm really looking forward to seeing my moment of action. Hope to learn something from it. Some people say I'm not that strong. Just a little lucky. His teammates immediately denied his claims. Although he is an SG talent. But it can't kill and get rich in seconds. On the other side, in Song Zixiong's villa, I instructed him to create an economy as soon as possible and equipment trade. After all, after everyone clears the sewer copy, we'll get some low-level equipment. And I pull out the gear that I dropped. I'll leave these things to you. You should be able to see the importance of these things. When Song Zixiong saw these items, his eyes widened. The first item is called the Wall of Flesh. City wall materials that can devour flesh and blood to grow. Not only is it stronger than any fence in use today, if used well, it also has a strong deterrent effect. The second item is the return scroll. It only takes 10 seconds to read the strip to get back to the Marco City time. See this item? Song Zixiong sighed. With this, absolutely in a short time, become the only ruler of Jiangcheng. When you see the third item, Song Zixiong's face was dry. The effect is to improve the body shape. Can be turned into any look of equipment. See his expression? I asked him how. Do you think this is not as important as the first two? Hearing this, Song Zixiong quickly denied it. How could it be? You are the master of it all. This equipment can please you. It's the most important thing here. Looking at Song Zixiong in her arms, I said I didn't know much about women's clothing. I wonder if you can bring me some surprises. Song Zixiong looked shy and surprised. But not me. I said let my brother officially see my father. After saying that, I'm going to dress up Brother Song. Time soon comes tonight. I hold the sleeping girl. Appeared in Song Zixiong's bedroom. On his 10-meter bed. Not only Brother Song, the others were all asleep here as well. After a dark battle, I got up and put on my plague robe. Now I'm extremely calm in the plague suit. If it were 3 chances a day, can explode a piece of equipment. In 3 days, I'll have a full set of equipment. Then I suddenly received an invitation to chat group Meng Meng. He said he had seen the strategy video I posted. And what my guidance? And I said, well, if you need pointers. You need me to know something about you? If you are unwilling to reveal your talents, you can also send properties to enhance combat capabilities. Meng Meng immediately expressed her willingness when she saw my reply. And in a previous life, I've never heard of Meng Meng at all. But think about the people who can be in the group, at least all pioneers. Presumably his talent should not be bad. But when I saw his talent, shocked for 2.5 seconds, Meng Meng's talent turned out to be SSS level. Supernatural abilities that can grow infinitely. It is impossible to have such a talent without a name. Presumably he should have died early in his last life. Then, Meng Meng turned the ability of her talent into an effect. Tell me, the dream butterfly has the same access to the real world. Dream world, ability. You can also enter the dreams of others. Can adjust anything in the dream world? But currently he can adjust less. The effect of Red Dream is to create a dream totem. Invite others into your dream world. After reading the ability to dream, I didn't expect his talent to be so invincible. But the premise is that the main body cannot be found. Then dream. Ready to send as pictures. Dream totem for me. But I don't have the strength. After all, there is no guarantee for himself in his dreams. At this time, Meng Meng said, you can sign an evolutionary contract with me. Promise not to do anything harmful to me. Here the evolutionary contract. There is a contract recognized by the will of the universe. At least 10 gold coins are required. I don't understand if there is so much money. Why come to me for advice? At this time, Sister Mang Mang was in the dream world by herself. Killed monster. They die in real life. You can also adjust the monsters in your dreams by knowing your dreams. Exploded, then he took out 2 skill books as a reward. And I kind of sighed. Dream talent. The ability is no worse than his own virus king. Then the dream said, although I am strong in my dreams, but in reality a lot. And I have a strong hunch. If you can't improve your combat skills, you will die sooner or later. I fully agree with the analysis of Mang Mang. After all, this ability is completely unmatched. Improvement of physical fitness. Then, I asked him to send me your evolutionary contract. Since he is willing to sign a contract, I have no reason to refuse. And still this powerful talent. It must be solicited for its own use. Soon Mang Mang sent the contract. If you violate it, you will lose your identity as an evolutionary. And I went back into my bedroom. Dream totem needs to be relaxed. And watch for 3 minutes. It takes longer if the watcher is on guard. Then, he sent the dream totem he had made. Now I'm thinking, if his ability evolves to see, it's like a dream to that extent. I can't believe how awful it is. Soon I fell asleep through the dream totem. When I open my eyes again, I find myself in an unfamiliar environment. Standing in front of a girl with pink hair. Hello, group owner by Dar. I am the dream that just signed a contract with you. Just before another SSS level talent, sir. They want my guidance. So I entered his dream world. After some mutual introductions, I said this place is not suitable for combat training. At this time, Mang Mang put down the doll in her hand. Speaking of not training here. Then he opened a portal. Said he cleaned up a gym. I was a little shocked when I saw the scene inside. What I didn't expect was, the dream space of Mang Mang is so huge. And the gym he was talking about, it's in a corner of the city. But the dream told me, this place doesn't belong to him. It's a dream world that exists independently. He's a dreamer. Just to be able to enter and transform him, according to his exploration these days, the dream world should be related to the real world. Mirror each other. The ability to face the unknown. It also gave me a new perspective. Then, I entered the portal with Mang Mang. Go to that dream world. And I went into the pitch black gym. Because there is light, and the voice has just fallen, the originally dark basketball court became brighter. But I kind of love his password. Dreams mean before the end. I'm a novelist. And I told him, if you want to enhance your combat effectiveness in the real world, the best way is to fight. And let him not use the abilities of the dream world too. Own credit. Is that so? So that I can see Mang Mang's current combat level clearly. Then Mang Mang said, own attributes in the dream world will be raised to the same level as mental power. And his mind power has 48 points. You have to be careful. Group owner. But I didn't take it seriously. And let Mang Mang fight with all her strength. At this time, I saw Mang Mang clenching her fist and sprinting towards me. And yet, I'm just a casual saint. Easily dodge the past. Your loyalty is unstable, can let go but can't take it. Hear my review. Mang Mang was suddenly a little embarrassed. And they started throwing random punches. But it didn't hit me with a stab. I can't help but joke. Are you the legendary 5-year-old? King of boxing, 8 punches. Then I started to dodge and know the first. Control center of gravity. A fist that cannot be recovered is fragile second. Lock on target. You need to know where you're going. Instead of randomly hitting the third. Observe the opponent. Don't just focus on your own attack. After some observation, I also know the current level of Mang Mang. And let him memorize these 3 points first. Tell him, I just used about 20 speeds. With his attributes, he can completely react. After listening to my words, Mang Mang was a little embarrassed, but I kept him from apologizing. You can do better with hard practice. After my guidance, Mang Mang also has a clear direction of effort. Express that you will definitely work hard to practice 3. 2.5 days later, Sen Sunchong Xiongbo. Not good. All the rules of Dongshan have been posted out. And every notice board. There will be someone in charge of explaining. So, the Dongshan settlement is on the right track. During these days, I also cleaned up the vicinity of Dongshan. The rest of the operation here is up to you. Tomorrow morning, I will leave Wenyan Songzi. Joan was a little surprised. Are you leaving? I thought it would take a few more days. After all, you still need one plague suit. But for me, I don't have time to wait for a first-class suit. After all, it is better outside than There are many more precious opportunities and treasures. This is Song Zikyong hugging. Then you have to come back early. Otherwise, your White Empire Palace will be flooded and no one will treat it. I heard this. Let Song Zikyong call everyone else. We need to discuss poisoning tonight. Meth out of water outlet. After a whole night of pain, I was able to resolve this serious issue. Bad-looking clips dance fast. The time comes the next morning. Song Zikyong and his party are still snoring and grinding their teeth, and I got dressed early. And there was a guy waiting outside. He said he had something to do with me. Speaking of people making trouble in the settlement at the foot of the mountain. But I don't understand. This little thing has to be reported to me. Mingming Dongshan's rules have been set. Can't you follow the rules? And the girl says the man is in control. But one of them said he was your classmate. So we dare not make a rash move. Hearing this, I immediately asked him to bring it. I'd like to see who it is. So arrogant. After a while, I came to the foot of the Dongshan Villa district. Refuse. One of them quickly pointed at me and shouted that Chanbai was here. Girl shows. These are the guys. Dissatisfied with the charge of 1 copper coin per day. Want to use security and settlements for nothing? Don't want to pay the price? See my arrival? The man hurriedly said that he was in the early morning. And I've heard of this guy. Our rules are not harsh. A copper coin only needs to kill a zombie to save a dog. Even if you can't kill, there are also kung fu that can make money in the place where you live. Why are you gathering a crowd? He says it's not a question of how much. This is yours, right? When the end comes, we must watch and help each other. You have the resources. Should help everyone get through this difficult time? Listen to my student president's advice. Reach for the world. Cancel this rule and everyone will thank you. I'm too lazy to talk nonsense with this kind of person. Everyone listens, here is the rule. If you can accept it, get out now. He's not leaving in 3 minutes. Shoot to kill. Just when someone was making trouble on my turf. I came at once. Indicates that if you don't obey the rules here. Shoot to kill if you don't leave in 3 minutes. Here is the rule. If you can accept it, get out now. Then I let the cold frost start the timer. Listen to me. Li Chen is full of innocence and doesn't need 3 minutes. I will never leave for 5 minutes. I'm doing it for everyone's benefit. Will everyone support me and appreciate me? The classical security personnel are furious and less farting here. Copper, coins are not a burden for anyone here. What you don't want to pay is either a trash or a selfish ghost. We will not protect these two kinds of people. For a while, the security personnel scolded. Can't kill a single zombie a day? You are not trash. Since you can't even earn a copper coin, why don't you come to my house and open 2 buckets for you when you look at the door? Suddenly left Li Chen speechless. His face is as ugly as eating shit, just leave. I don't want to join this hellish place. You wait for me. You will regret driving me away. Hearing his words, I immediately opened my mouth to wait a moment. Li Chen thought I would regret it so soon. The next second, my right hand stood at attention. Cut towards his kidney. Those who saw this scene. Suddenly, an unbelievable question was revealed. The people of the western regions knelt to the ground under this situation. They didn't expect me to attack Li Chen. I shook the one on my claw. Blood, you're right. Let a trash who hates me pretend and run away. I will indeed regret. This is a cold frost reminder for a few people, and the last minute, you don't care? Seeing this, one person immediately knelt down and begged for mercy. I am willing to abide by the rules here. The trouble caused to the settlement. I am willing to accept punishment. Please, give me a chance. I'm not an unreasonable person either. You're smart. 5 copper coins returned to normal after a month. Then everyone else kowtowed and begged for mercy. We would also like to. Please, give us a chance. Then I'll leave the rest to Lang Shuang. When I first took a few steps, suddenly received a message from Meng Meng. He complained to me about how hard it is to improve real-world abilities. When you have the ability, you must come to me. When I found out that I was in Jiangcheng, and Meng Meng is nearby Wuchang. At this moment, I expressed my willingness to follow me. I can pick you up. Think back to the past life. I officially got the S-level professional task in Wuchang. Although not SSS level. But it can also be used as capital to exchange some needed supplies or information. So I decided to go to Wuchang first. On the other side, in a hotel somewhere in Jiangcheng, several people are hiding in the room. The dog's leftover food will only last for another 3 days. At this time, Zhonglu Oping complained, "It's all because of that damn special zombie." Not only did he kill 5 of them casually, and perception is extremely acute. As soon as someone goes down to the 10th floor, they will be detected. Not to mention trying to escape through the back door. A few people who have no way out fall into despair. Looks like we're going to be stuck here. Suddenly, the girl behind them reminded him. And look at that. I saw a dark shadow appear on the roof of the city. Moving fast and fast. Zhonglu Oping was a little uneasy when he saw this. What is that? I can only see an afterimage. It can't be a new kind of special zombie, can it? If you see a shadow, you can fly over the eaves and walk the wall. Zhonglu Oping felt that it was too dangerous. Ready to draw the curtains. It's for a demonstration, keep him out of the way. He thought it was human. But few people believe that humans have this ability. Wei Shiwei went on to say that he would never leave. Don't you forget my ability? Suddenly Wei Shiwei found the figure, approaching the position of their group. Because my position is not high. Instantly noticed by the mutant zombies on the street. I got a little excited when I saw what turned out to be a tyrant. What an unexpected harvest. I happen to have an equipment blueprint that needs the drum of the tyrant. I wanted to flatten the air directly with a saw hammer. But this will affect the Valley of Tyrants. The law and integrity of. Then I drew the claws. I think it's better to be head. Then I descended rapidly towards the tyrant's position. And there's a group of people upstairs watching. But due to the distance, it is too far to detect. Only capable satellite TV to be shocked by the scene in front of me. They started fighting. The man has transformed into a pair of claws. Hear this. Zhonglu Oping is even more convinced that it is a monster. How can a normal human produce a pair of claws? Suddenly, I saw a surprising scene for the demonstration. That man actually killed the monster. He seems to be still absorbing the monster. This is me after absorbing the tyrant. Blacklight virus gains new form of muscle strengthening again. And new form shields. Muscle strengthening can strengthen any area. Unlike other forms, it will affect the shape of the body and produce the same. The defense of the shield. About twice as big as me. And then seeing the unbelievable for the demonstration. I saw that guy's face. And it was me. Started calling my name. When I hear someone calling me, I looked up. Just when I'm done with the tyrant. Suddenly, I heard someone calling my name from a high building. But when I looked up, I found nothing. It turned out that Zhonglu Oping quickly stopped Wei Shiwei. How can you be sure that person is someone you know? What if he's a monster in disguise? At this time, the girl on the side also got back together. Yeah, him. But it was easy to kill the block. The monster that has lived with us for so long. If you want to die, don't pull us. Suddenly, a black light appeared outside the window. Is anyone in there? Did you just call me? After hearing my voice, Wei Shiwei quickly gave memories. It's me, I'm Wei Shiwei. Now I'm falling on a tall building. It turned out to be Brother Song's best friend at the big and small festival. Who did I think it was? Hear Brother Song's name. Wei Shiwei hurriedly asked me about Brother Song's current situation. Is he okay now? Then I went into the room where they lived. And tell a few people. I established a settlement in Dongshan Villa district. There are probably hundreds of people living there now. Song Ziqiong helped me manage the settlement. So Brother Song is very safe now. After hearing my words, Wei Shiwei was very happy. But a few others were completely disconvinced. What settlement are there hundreds of people? What's even more unacceptable is, the Queen of Jiangcheng helps me manage. You're not bragging, are you? But I didn't explain it to a few people. You'll know when you go. Never tell such an easy lie to expose. Then the door to the room suddenly opened. When I saw that it was my college classmate. He was quite surprised to see me here. There were 2 other roommates behind him. They just heard someone calling my name. Excited to see my presence. I'm also very curious. Wait until they are all here. Then Lin Qizheng told me that on the day of Advent, Zhong Luo, in order to support the work of satellite TV Smile Flower, I brought a lot of students to play with me. Then my mother-in-law said that she wanted to call me to go with her. But Li Feng thinks I must be busy and can't go. So I asked them, are there many students from Zhongde University? If you want, you can go to the settlement in Dongshan Villa District. But the settlement has a rule of turning in a copper coin every day. I don't know if you can accept it. After all, I don't want to see what happened last time again. Several people in classical Chinese answered that they could accept it. Show yourself if you hadn't been held here by that monster. Forget copper coins. Gold coins may be typed out. But I also thought that the road to the gathering place was very dangerous. They want me to lead them. I said I had other things to do. And a tyrant like this. I only saw this scene along the way from Dongshan. Then they realized that they were unlucky. Understand that the tyrant is no ordinary monster. So I pulled out a lot of equipment that I didn't need. They were amazed when they saw my handle. This is low-level equipment. I can't use it anymore. It's all up to you to choose from. Then tell a few people that they still have the key. In a hurry. Now that you know the location of the settlement. I'll go first. Then he waved to a few old classmates and left. Subsequently, I'm running around the city like Spider-Man again. Suddenly, Meng Meng initiated a chat request to me. Speaking of which, there is a Han Wong named you in the group. Complain, and he felt that his new ability could help him. About this, I asked him to tell me directly what was going on. After all, there are many people in the group, so I can't finish reading the news. The name Han Wong reminds me of Han Zi. At the moment, in the hotel on the other side, they were going to what I called a colony. Safe places with more revolvers. Very important to them. But you need to prepare before you go. After all, this journey requires crossing the battlefield. At this time, Li Feng pushed his glasses and wanted to say something. Suddenly everyone's eyes looked out the window. My appearance interrupted their discussion. Why are you back? Wei Shai Wei quickly came up and asked me if there was anything wrong. I told him. Need a room, something happened. Hearing this, Jiao Mu immediately said, come to my room with Qizheng. And I left with them. Talk about needing to be alone. The two were very happy. Said you could watch it for me in the living room. At this time, something suddenly came to mind for the demonstration. He quickly followed and stopped me. I just forgot to ask you. Do you know Brother Song's evolutionary number? I want to add him as a friend. Then they both wanted to add me too. What is your number? But when I say 001, Qizheng doesn't believe it at all. You can't help but start laughing at me. We're all evolvers. Why hasn't your cold humor evolved at all? Here it is. The mother-in-law behind him quickly patted his shoulder. Che Zhengni, you will know if you add it. When you see Evolution 001 coming. When agreeing to a friend request. Like being struck by lightning. Show disbelief. A few more months later, I went back to my room, and they're in the living room talking about my number. So amazing. He said that was the order of becoming an evolutionist. Indicates that he was the first to become an evolutionist. At this time, Jiao Mu thought of the message I sent in the group before. The school has moved up the physical fitness test to mid-June. That time, let them be silly and exercise for over a week. Suddenly Qizheng thought of something. What do you mean? He knew then that the end would come. It could also be coincidence, but we do get addicted to exercise. Is that right after I got the message from Zimeng? My yearning friend borrowed a room. And they're talking in the living room. It seems that before the end, I knew it all. At this time, Lin Che was looking at Wei Shi Wei on the side. I found that his face suddenly became extra red. Then he hurriedly left the room. Show that you were okay? And told them not to forget my order. Never enter my room. Then the guard slammed the door shut slightly. But the look on his face after going out still hung on his face. Put on a very shy face. It turned out that Wei Shi Wei was chatting with Brother Song just now. Brother Song's inexplicable words let. He didn't know what to do. I don't understand the good friends of the past. Why would you say that? Imagine a fantasy for the guards. Suddenly, his face turned red. It's not what I thought, is it? Isn't it just the little brother? And everyone together. Thinking of this, Wei Shi Wei doesn't know how to face it. I don't know if I'm excited or shy. Suddenly, a conversation interrupted his thoughts. It was Li Feng and Zhong Luoping. He didn't think I could be trusted at all. There are too many loopholes in what you say. After Li Feng's analysis, Zhong Luoping also felt untrustworthy. What did Song Ziqiang say to help him manage every sentence? It sounds like bragging. Li Feng, who heard this. It's about smug affection. However, all of this was deeply influenced by Wei. Wei sees it. On the other hand, I successfully entered the dream world. Is it because there is something wrong with the real world? So, some orders are late. When I came to the magical city of dream space, the smiling home, I saw that they had been waiting for a long time. I'm all that's left. Meng Meng and the other two are waiting for me at home. Except for dreams, the other two are meeting for the first time. Finally meet you by D. I'm smiling, I knew you must be handsome. I didn't expect to be more handsome than I thought. See the fluttering smile. Dream started to complain. The other one is called the Raven. My gift is the SS7 Fear Avatar. Because Meng Meng said that you can bring an extra group friend, I just came over to collect the numbers. After listening to the introduction of Meng Meng and Crow, only then did he realize with a smile that although he was S level, but now he's S. High-level mental control has become the worst person here. This is me saying that although your talent is not enough. But good luck. If I had encountered such a difficult dream a few days ago, dreams can help you. Because of the dream at that time, can only pull us into the dream world. His own place. Take your dream layer as the core. The ability to bring people to your home. In fact, it is a dream that I just learned yesterday. After listening to my words, a frustrated smile instantly became optimistic. In fact, my luck has always been quite good. Then, I asked him to explain the reason for complaining in the group ASAP. After all, dream can last for people. There is not enough time to move around in the dream world. Then contain, the smile indicates that it is an exclusive mission copy. When it comes to location, you can't help but say on the left, Smile's mission is an S-level exclusive mission. It's called Family Mystery. Then the group arrived at the teleportation port of the replica. This is the Red Star Asylum. And when I found it, it was a copy. I went in once before, but soon gave up. Level 5 to 12 Nightmare difficulty hall inside. I can't do it alone. There is no way to wait until the upgrade. Because right after I gave up my copy for the first time, the universe keeps prompting. Someone noticed my arrival. Might leave here with everything. After listening to the smiling question, I immediately thought of a solution. Then I opened the copy portal. Choose to enter the Red Star Mental Hospital. Then we all enter the rich motorcycle to dream space. Inside the copy of Red Star Mental Hospital, as soon as they arrived at the hospital, a few people found a little monster. But here, Meng Meng feels that something is wrong. A smile reminds a few people. The little monster who just entered the dungeon is not weak. Don't underestimate these little monsters. I did see a monster. The Forbidden City was limping. Wailing and wailing coming towards us. The robust crow wants to strike. Wait a minute, everyone. Let me test the strength of this little monster is suddenly gone. Nurse who can't walk steadily. Rushing towards the crow. And the robust crow didn't panic. I saw him activate the SS level talent. Summon Fear Avatar. A giant scarecrow suddenly appeared behind him. And the little monster who saw this scene. Suddenly, he fell to the ground under the scene in front of him. Panic filled his face. Something strange began to happen to this heart. Only see the next second, the crow snapped his fingers. Activate fear mode filter. The little monster's heart suddenly burst. Formal prompt for internal members to kill caregivers. To gain experience sharing. After seeing the ability of crows, Meng Meng sighed, this is simply the ability of anti-faction violence. Smiling is stunned. This is too bad. I also say that this talent is not bad. At this time, the crow realized that a skill card had exploded. Guys, we're lucky. The psi effect belongs to mental power. Just right for smiles and dreams. Hearing this, I smiled and immediately rejected it, so I don't want it anymore. I just need the items for the exclusive task. And I have a similar ability in my talent. Seeing this, Meng Meng is not polite either. Then I'm welcome. Meng Meng, who received the skill card, began to learn new skills. Then prompt that you have learned the skill and name Nyan Bao. This is what I make dream immediately. Use this skill. Wenyan Meng Meng is a little puzzled. The kill range of this skill is not large, but it has a really wide range. If used, even the monsters in the ward will be drawn out. And what I want is the hidden function of this skill. Otherwise, it will be too troublesome to find them one by one and let Meng Meng rest assured that there will be no accidents. After listening to my words, Meng Meng immediately activated the skill according to my wishes. Take the name Nyan Bao. Suddenly, many monsters appeared in the originally empty surroundings. More monsters jumped directly from the tall building. All the monsters in the dungeon were attracted by the skill. When I saw this scene, I couldn't help but sigh. This stealth effect is really good. In Meng Meng, the skills are all named Nyan Bao. For a while, all the monsters in the dungeon were attracted. Seeing this scene, Zhao Xiao panicked. There are too many monsters in this copy. Even the crow that killed the monster in seconds made everyone cautious. Don't be distracted. And the dream of seeing so many monsters. Also, a little worried. Master, is it really okay to have so many monsters? Concerned for the crowd. I have a confident face, of course no problem. Just right to use. They came to try out my newly upgraded skills. After listening to my words, chatting and laughing immediately become confident. Most of the group owners say so. Then I'm relieved. Kill, kill, kill. I saw him summon countless throwing knives out of thin air. Attack the approaching monsters. Every knife falls on the heart of the monster. On the other side, the crow launches fierce support. Suddenly, the ground was covered with darkness. Dark strangulation. The guest room monsters are dealt with by countless black tentacles. Dream at this time. Pulled out a fiery arrow out of nowhere. Seeing the cute Dream is so fierce. For a while, the two people behind him took a fancy to it. The ability of this dream creation has also become perverted. The bazooka can be made. Isn't it possible that Meng Meng Boss can create Gundam in the future? The dream at the moment is also very cool to bomb. Keep bombarding the monsters. And the crow turns around and sees this anomaly. They were all using their skills to kill monsters. I don't know why I haven't taken action. Because right now I'm gathering my strength. Due to the first use, I didn't expect the speed to be so slow. It seems that it is difficult to fully charge in battle. Under the cover of 3 people. Soon my strength was complete. Then I saw my hands raised. Slam towards the ground. Activate skill storage, can suddenly crack on flat ground. Numerous black thorns are born from the ground. Directly penetrate the monster. And seeing this scene, Han, laughing from ear to ear. He didn't expect my power to be so praised. Zhong, instantly kill all the monsters that are attacking. The 3 were surprised by my move. I can't come back to my senses for a long time. One skill killed all those monsters. Just as I was about to leave. There are still 2 missing monsters left behind. Smiling was a little nervous when she saw this scene. There are still 2 monsters alive. Let me fix the knife. After saying that, he threw the summon throwing knife directly out. However, it contains. The attack of laughter was easily knocked down by me. Then said that the 2 head nurses Yi Wong. I left it on purpose. Seeing that my attack was caught by me with one hand. For a time, let a smile be lucky and difficult to accept. He didn't expect the gap between people to be so big. Then I remembered that I have the ability to devour and purify. Able to obtain any skill of the opponent with probability. You can see the memory of the target. And after I got this skill in the early days of Doomsday. Didn't work much. But when I look at my memory. But found a surprising scene. What is the formation on this person? There are still living people tied to a cross. It seems to be performing some kind of ritual. Dark and eerie picture. There were screams of misery all around. Suddenly 2 figures appear in the picture. Don't come here. I beg you not to come. Maya Kang Wu. Maya Kang Hu, come down. And surrounded by many of the same crosses. The scene changes again with a scream. Is this crazy? The quality of the heart is really poor. Did you plan to offer you to your master? Pity. Crazy woman can only be sacrificed next month. Then the picture changes again. Nurse Wong, don't be too sad. Everyone is because of Nurse Kong. I don't accept you. I know, I really like Nurse Kong, too. Such a nice person, good looking. Why did you suddenly go crazy? Suddenly, a voice rang out from all around. Keep shouting 16. This is my lineup based on the devil. And the 16 clues that keep popping up reminds me of something. When I was a demon hunter in a previous life, I once heard that the deputy of a mental hospital in Magic City, Ben, is related to the devil. You can even summon demons to come. It's a pity, at that time, my level had already exceeded the limit of the copy. I only read the related questions in the Evolutioners forum. I didn't care too much about the follow-up, and then I got to this. You can look for clues to the exclusive mission of Smile. Everyone must be careful. Don't scatter. And remind a few people, here it is, there is a good chance of the existence of fairly powerful creatures. 2.5 hours later. The time has come for night. The monsters in this building have been lured out. I haven't seen one in so long. We've searched 3 floors. No clue. The only discovery is. So 16 is a very frequent number. At this time, the crow was also a little impatient. I just want to know now. Replica bag, why hasn't he moved yet? Could it be that Bai D was too scared to show up? Suddenly, a voice came from the front of the dark corridor. Young man. You're being a little arrogant. The few people who heard the sound immediately started fighting. Someone come out quickly. At this time, I saw a monster emerge from the eerie darkness. The old man is the dean of the Red Star Mental Hospital. It is also Solomon's 72 kinds of devil guards, the 16th messenger of the beat of the devil guard. Only then did they realize that the monster in front of them was actually a demon. Or the messenger of the devil guard. Little dolls pretend to be calm. It didn't work at all. A sacrifice for my master is your only ending? If that girl is willing to serve the Lord faithfully, give birth to offspring for the master, I can save you from death. Hear the monster. Dream is lost, you old monster. If you want to have a child, you can give birth to your master yourself. You are nothing but a low demon transformed by humans. You're being a little arrogant. If you are really capable, show it to your grandfathers. Don't talk nonsense there to be funny. Just when I led a few people to attack the dungeon, suddenly claiming to be the messenger of the 72 pillar demon not faction. He relies on his demonic power. Don't look at us at all. And all of a sudden, these terrifying crows came. Suddenly, the smiling people became very painful. Weakly kneeling to the ground. Even the dreams that dominate the dream world can't resist. I don't feel good about being strong. It is the spiritual power special devil that he hates the most. It can continuously cause mental force micro pressure. Although his mental strength is not low, but without any psychic abilities. If you consume it, it will only be very detrimental to yourself. So I decided to make it quick. After saying that, I punched straight at the demon guard's emissary. I punched him hard in the stomach. But it didn't work. At this moment, the demon guard's emissary seemed very relaxed. In the next second, the demon guard's emissary launched the black eye of hell. Because the distance is too short, I can't dodge. Seeing this, I had to change the form of a shield to resist. I didn't expect him to have this trick. See that I can defend against my own attacks. The demon guard's emissary praised you. You do have some strength. Can you resist? But you can't break through my black eyes of hell. And the consequences of procrastination, just being beaten away by my mental pressure. Wenyan, I am embarrassed. There really is no more effective way to solve. After seeing my expression, the devil messenger is even more rampant. Please have no way out. Keep struggling with Harbies in the dead end. Please me with your despair. At this time, the smiling face on the side is confident. Suddenly an energy shines and wraps us up. Immediately, the spiritual pressure disappeared. Seeing this, Meng Meng began to complain. You have this ability, why didn't you use it earlier? Smiling about it, I don't know what's going on. But as long as you put a little extra energy into it, can resist his micro pressure? This made the demon guard's emissary hear that it was actually a member of the Han family. So you are a descendant of the Han family. Master's bloodline. Don't rely on. The bloodline resists the mental micro pressure and will be fine. My hell black rock. I can reduce you to ashes. Hearing the words, smiling and chuckling, aren't you the owner's dog? Why do you still want to kill your master's bloodline descendants? Be careful that the master kicks you to death. But the devil messenger doesn't care. It means that the Han family is a family that tried to betray its master. If you kill it, you might even get a reward from your master. Then prepare to release the black eye of hell again. Want to turn us all into ashes in flames? Seeing this, several people responded hastily. Don't let him breathe fire and interrupt him. But at this time, the demon guard who was gathering his strength, the messenger suddenly sneezed. Directly interrupted his skill release. At this time, several people still did not understand what had happened. Old thing, do you have a cold? Or was this a new trick? Only I understand what's going on. The time of the zodiac sign is later than I thought. It seems that your physique is at a low level, not bad among demons. Then I strode towards the devil and tried to walk. And he still doesn't understand what's going on. What did you do to me? And I told him. Just use one that can make the enemy. It's just a skill to keep sneezing. But recently I upgraded him. Hearing my words, the demon guard's emissary instantly panicked. This skill is called influenza lung infection. After releasing the target, the institutional gap between the two sides, enter the first stage within 1 second to 10 minutes. After entering the first stage, all attributes of the target will decrease and randomly appear 3 to 5 kinds of quarantine treasures. Everything, charging spells will be affected by the sneezing effect. The demon guard's emissary did not believe that he would actually get sick. When the physique drops to less than half, enter the second stage. All resilience reduced by 90%. Respiratory failure. Now, the very weak messenger still couldn't believe it. I am a higher life form. How is that possible? Then move on to the third stage. Loss of respiratory capacity. See the appearance of the demon master. This skill works pretty well. The devil needs to breathe too. As expected of me, a lot of virus points were used on me. With the envoy defeated. Pop-up prompt. Kill the dungeon boss Hella Parcel Jiao Chenglin. This is me looking behind the officer. I found them very nervous. What are you doing? I saw a few people covering their mouths and noses tightly. I actually found that they were afraid. I explained not to actively release. You're not going to get it. Hearing the words, the few people were relieved. Breathing in the fresh air. Then he quickly praised the White Emperor. Your skill is simply invincible. Only I know. It is because of the other party's weak constitution, and there are quite a few monsters that don't need to breathe. This is the customs clearance prompt I received, and a notice to release the strategy video. So I asked if Smile's task had been completed. And when he looked, he found he wasn't finished. It means that the mission clue is still hidden somewhere in the dungeon. Then ask a few people. I'm going to post a customs clearance video. Do you have any famous people who want to show their faces? Everyone speaks in unison. It's better to hide. Even the arrogant Smile doesn't want to show his face. Low key. Let's see what good things the boss has released first. Then hurry up and help me find the mission clue. Pretty soon, a member of the evolutionary white-collar team, Meng Mengen. The video of the King Crow is released. Song Zikyong and the others receive the push for the first time. And college classmates. Several people also saw this video. Then a man appeared, staring at the video with fun. Just after I cleared the Red Star Mental Hospital copy. I will upload the strategy of the customs clearance video again. Although face concealment has been done. But they recognized me immediately. They remember, those claws are abilities I've used before. So, the white in the customs clearance video is definitely Chen Bai. I'm a little proud to see this demonstration. Why don't you continue? I just don't know which to good analysis. Chen Bai is a liar. Li Feng was a little embarrassed at this time. Isn't he still in his hotel room? Even if that person is Chen Bai, it only shows that his combat effectiveness is very strong. Did not prove him. The sentence Juji said is true. When Yinzhong Lu Oping expressed his approval. It's going to be even scarier. Have you ever considered? Pure white may be through exploitation. Attract everyone in the base to support themselves. To become so powerful. When Yan is very displeased with the demonstration. Li Feng, everyone can see that your relationship is not good. He divides equipment. There is only one copy and Yuzhong Lu Oping. What's the point of you being stubborn? Then Wei Shiwei sent them a video. Take a good look at this. When several people saw this scene, they all showed shocked expressions. What kind of monster is this? What is this thing you sent? Wei Shiwei said that this was just Song Jaifa. Come to Li Feng and Zhong Lu Oping, and they dare not let go. Letter appearance. I saw that brother Song on the video was very happy. Explain that this is the wall of flesh and blood at the back. It is protection outside the settlement. But he's just a corpse. Then, Brother Song photographed the life in other parts of the settlement. Don't forget to complain that video recording is precious. I only bought 10 minutes. It should be enough to see the top of the mountain from the foot of the mountain. This is the most crowded place at the foot of the mountain. Anyone comes, but you need to pay a copper coin a day to enter. If there is trouble, there will be money to manage it. This is where many relatives live on the mountainside. Plans to expand many recreational areas. Then there is the villa area at the top of the mountain. It is also Brother Song's home. But there are not many people on the top of the mountain, but it's perfectly safe. Ordinary people can't come in. Then he said that if you come over, must be staying here. Although you said that Changbin hasn't started on you yet. But that must be a matter of time. And then I look forward to rushing through the demonstration. Then Brother Song is going to brush the dungeon to improve his physique. Otherwise, let's have a few at that time. Can handle it. Chen Bai, that big pervert. Those who saw this scene were protesting. I blushed. The girl on the side asked if you had asked Brother Song. How many women does Chen Bai have? This is 10 minutes after the demonstration. You should read it yourself before sending it to others. I see that this is Li Feng after watching the video. So it's okay now. I didn't expect Chen Bai to be so powerful. And explain the words just now. It's just a matter of raising some possibilities. But before he finished speaking, he was disrupted by Zhong Luoping. Sweeney can't be a white woman. But Wei Shiwei, who heard this, was not happy. What do you mean? When did I say I wanted to be his woman? Wen Yin Zhong Luoping hurriedly added that he was too fussy. There are so many women. You sure don't like him. And I'm different. I just want you. Suddenly disrupted the demonstration. Don't follow me anymore. Zhong Luoping, it has nothing to do with me who you want and how many you want. I have rejected you many times before the end. Now, let me say it again. I don't feel anything for you. I don't like you. The other side at the moment, I started eating the copy buff. The corpse suddenly popped up a prompt. This organism has a special blood factor in its body. Can choose to continue to engulf or expel. I saw that it was the bloodline rewarded by the devil to the dog. Choose to expel immediately without hesitation. Then prompts me to devour special species. Obtain 500 exclusive purification points for blacklight virus and gain the whole body given by new abilities. Then my excreted blood factor became a prop. The bloodline factor contains a weak devil bloodline. Weak devil bloodline power can be obtained after swallowing. This is the first time I've seen this prop. And to my surprise, it didn't disappear. Instead, it forms a one-button prop. Then ask a few people. Did this boss explode anything good? And he smiles, and he gets really excited. It was a blast. A level Hell Mess under full-time support. There is also a level a Hell Black Rock skill book. At this time, Meng Meng took out a room design. There is also a ground level equipment reading glasses. And Hell cries out for Shepherd's Horn to make drawings. Once it appears, anyone at S level just can't make an S level Shepherd's Horn. And then I looked at the drawing. Purebred devil horns. I happen to know where to get one. Then he said that I would accept the drawings. The full-time scroll is left to the smile with demon blood. Give the skills to Meng Meng. The last bit of equipment goes to the crows. After all, you also helped. This allocation of 3 is to light. Such a reasonable allocation. White Emperor knee break. The last step is to help Hanzi find the clue to the task. Xiao Hong, I'm here in advance. Thank you for your help. Seeing this, the 3 of us were immediately silent. Then we came to the door of the Dean's office. Smile estimates that only 8 or 9 clues are here. Unless that devil Dean has other secret rooms. When the door opened with a smile, I was shocked by what I saw in front of me. He saw a huge statue standing in front of him. The momentum displayed is very powerful. And this is Solomon. The 16th of the 70 to main guards. That is, the master in Zhao Chenglin's mouth. The reason why the statue is so imposing. It's because this faction has entered in some form. This statue, it's getting more and more interesting. I don't know if this hospital can find the call. The way out of this demon guard. As I lead a group of people, enter the Red Star Mental Hospital. The secret of the smiling gentleman is finally revealed. As early as 100 years ago, Han family has a woman with beat projection in Lan. Love each other since then. Every generation of the Han family gives birth to a pair of dragon and phoenix and girls will live here forever as adults. Boys start families without knowing it. And a dozen years ago, the smiling father learned the truth about the inheritance of the Han family. To escape from fate, in order not to let my daughter, forced to spend his life in a mental hospital, to serve a demon, he chose to kill his newborn daughter with his own hands. But it was discovered and stopped by Zhao Chenglin. Han Yang later reported the matter to Beat. Han Yang was deprived of his bloodline for this sentence. Afterwards, the smiling sister was taken away by the Beat and raised. Zhao Chenglin also obtained the bloodline of the devil. As the first time, Meng Meng read the records in the notes. And that's about it. The rest is this idiot's house. Long envy the Han family bloodline, and swearing contains stupid nonsense. Then there is the oath of allegiance for meritorious service and reward. After the dream is over, Smile received the follow-up of the task. That's when he found out that I had been studying the statue master. Is there something wrong with this thing? In classical Chinese, of course there is. Then wave the statue. After only a loud bang, an underground chamber appeared behind the statue. Suddenly surprised the smiling people. I was also very surprised to see this. Then I led a few people to the depths of the secret room. After 2.5 minutes, I feel like I've gone from the 4th floor to the ground floor. It should arrive soon. If you guess correctly, below should be Zhao Chenglin's summoning beat. Or communicate with the beat. And the place to sacrifice the beat. When we come behind the camera, many crosses appear in front of me. There is also a mysterious gust of wind. There's a very strong smell of blood here. And I walk to the center for justice. Pick up what's on it. Then I start sharing. Let a few people see what this is together. This is a hell teleportation array. The core requires sacrificing 16 lives and their souls. Blood can make. And can also summon a level 12 devil guard. After summoning, the difficulty of the dungeon has been increased to hell level. Smiling at this scene, he was shocked. There is a level limit after discovering the summon. Several people were immediately very happy. If we summon demons to kill, wouldn't that make a fortune? I was speechless when I heard that. I'm level 8. How about you? And Meng Meng is level 5. Crows are level 4. Smile is only level 3 and will soon reach level 4. I said that even if summoned, will also be killed immediately. We are only level 10. And no job. Not yet equipped. Where did you get the courage to kill a level 12 demon guard? After listening to me, smiling with embarrassment, this is not by dimming. Is it no match for me now? What is the difference between a demon guard and a demon with thin bloodline? You should also know in your heart. Wait until we level up to the replica online. Come back after you get a job. The classical crow quickly opened his mouth and came again. Be sure to bring my boss. Then we walked out of the secret room. This is the end of this copy. At this time, he smiled and said that there was something he didn't understand. I am the descendant of the devil. And a sister. Are these things coming out of nowhere at the end of the day? Something out of nothing? Or has it always been there? I don't know about that either. But what is certain is that it exists now. Yes, for those who smile. I asked why I suddenly asked this. Do you remember your father? Is there anything strange before the end? A smile indicates that their relationship is not close. In his eyes, his father is just an ordinary man. A lifetime of mediocrity. And here's what really sets it apart. It turned into a zombie that was different from others. Hearing this, the crow immediately thought of the demon zombie. But a smile says it has nothing to do with the devil. He became a disgruntled man. Plague zombies with green plaque. The plaque gives me a sense of crisis. I'm too afraid to touch it at all. That's why. I was forced to quickly master mental power. Ability to control purpose. It was the last thing my father taught me. Hear the plague zombies. And I got entrusted. Smile. It should be the chemical factory where my father works. Because other colleagues also have plaque on them. Then I guess the chemical plant. Maybe with SSS? The mission of the plague sect. I'm very interested in that chemical plant. Then I went to Magic City. I have to ask you to show me the way. Then, and the crows are saying that they have some sort of ability problem. I took the opportunity to let a few people put the problems they encounter. There is also information that can be explained by this opportunity. I am also quite satisfied with this copy. Can you still get information about plague? The mission clue of the epidemic lord. Then I left the dream world of dreams and dreams. I woke up from my hotel room. But when I opened my eyes, I saw several people lying on the ground. Very painful look. Keep wailing. Then I sent them out of the bedroom. Ask Wei. What's wrong? Didn't I tell you not to enter the room? The two felt dozens of viruses in their bodies. Attributes are also all zeroed. About to die. I told them I'd remove the virus from them. The properties will be restored after a while. You rest here. I'm going to bring that Zhongluoping out. This is a demonstrator, and this stops me. Speaking of Zhongluoping hesitantly, he's actually here to kill you. I was shocked when I heard that. Why did he kill me? Is there any reason to do it? Then he said that the cause of the demonstration was him and Li Fang. I don't believe the settlement you mentioned is true. Then I tried to verify. I asked Brother Song to take a video. Then put the cause and effect of the matter. Say it all. After he said for the demonstration that he was rejected by me. I'm going to rush over and kill you by calling your name. Everything is because after you came. We'll become like this. Just kill you. I'm completely speechless about this. Is he out of his mind? What the hell is this logic? Then the guard said that he was a fool. Always threatens the opposite sex I interact with. Even drove my childhood friend to drop out of school. If it weren't for Brother Song protecting me. Let him not be tough. Other girls' tactics were used on me. Maybe he has already destroyed himself. Stuck in a hotel with that kind of person. It's like a million years. Fortunately, his talent is not strong. There is no way to use force. Seeing how strong you are now. I knew when Brother Song was still alive. I'm really happy. This is the original. Zhongluoping, who kept coughing, suddenly quieted down. He fell into your trap for so long. Are you dead? I said no. A large number of ordinary virus attributes are reduced, although quickly. But it should take a while. This is for a demonstration, speaking of having an idea. And I looked at him, kind of confused. I hated that guy. I want him to die in peace. Then Zhongluoping saw a very angry scene. I hugged his muse and kissed him. Just as I was returning to the forest in the mountains outside Wuchang City. This is the chat request I received from Song Ziqiong. So I immediately asked what was the matter. Song Ziqiong said, someone has been sent to receive a Shy Wei and his party. Now on the way back. And one more thing. In recent days, many people on the Evolver forum have been discussing a mysterious and expert chat group. Rumor has it that you are the owner of that chat group. And everyone in the group felt it before the end of the day. Awakening for Runner. Song Ziqiong, I really want to know the truth of this rumor. Do you mean the chat group No. 001? Did you forget the post I asked you to promote before the end of the day? Z, Wing and Song Ziqiong immediately understood. So many experts. Can't you be our assistant in the future? Then ask me how to handle my forum posts. I told him to leave it alone. Wait until I see it before making a decision. You are now putting the highly discussed post. Send me the subtitle. Subsequently, Song Ziqiong sent the 4 most popular posts. I understand. It's time to start the name of the No. 001 chat group. So, not only can it gain tremendous influence and threat, it also allows the group members to have a collective sense of honor. It is also convenient to win over the experts in the group in the future. Just then, the grassland that had just been green began to wither in an instant. And then I saw this. Strange scene. Then the system prompted me to enter the secret realm. The village of the devil. I'm a little excited to see this. Finally found my last life. Get S. The secret realm of the full-time mission of the professional demon hunter. And this secret realm has 3 different hotspots. As the difficulty increases, the rewards are getting better and better. In my last life, I listened to Brother Qiang's nonsense because of the plague. Joined his team to come to this secret. But no one thought. At that time, Brother Kong missed on purpose. So the villagers summoned the devil. And he brought his own team. Out of combat range. Its purpose is to use our lives too. Weaken the devil, when everyone realizes it's a trap. Brother Kong is already ready to surround the battlefield. Anyone who wants to escape. They were all killed by him without mercy. Since these people are found loners, no one can organize an effective resistance in time. Many pioneers died in Brother Kong and the hands of the devil. After recognizing the things that cannot be escaped, the rest can only turn and fight the devil, trying to seize the life that doesn't exist until the last person falls. Brother Kong took the team to rush to the tired devil. But what he didn't expect was, I was still alive. I know I'll be silenced if I'm found out. While they were fighting, fleeing to the edge of the dungeon, at that time, I tried to take advantage of completing Task 1 and Task 2. You can escape with the wisdom to leave at the edge of the secret realm. But just as I was about to leave, they also killed the devil. Then start investing. They are trying to lure the drop function set by cheating cannon fodder. Ultimately, they lost their best reward. I can't help but laugh at them who got the spoils. It can really be called the reincarnation of heaven. And after that, they were frantically looking for me. I had to leave Wuchang, find a foothold again. What I regret now is, I didn't see Brother Qiang's expression at that time. However, just then I discovered saw a dead, polluted villager. It also means that there is someone in the secret realm. Think back to the past life. From Chen Yiqiang to kill the devil. First clearance cheats. There should be 2 months left. Thinking that this time it should be, don't worry about being robbed first. But what puzzles me is, who discovered the secret so early? At this moment, the central square of the village secret realm, Brother Kong is killing the contaminated villagers. Brother Zhonglong's inference is indeed correct. You can also leave here after completing mission 2. Brother's ready to go. We'll kill this bun next time. That's when his men noticed someone coming. And I saw them pull up. Are you leaving? Then I'll take over this blizzard. You guys shouldn't mind, right? Brother Wenyun Kong said that there is no longer a plea. I immediately recognized the person in front of me as Chen Yiqiang. I didn't expect it. They discovered this secret so early. Don't forget to remind me to be careful before leaving. That's a level 11 demon race revenge. When I challenged him alone, the demon immediately became excited. Interesting little bug. You don't seem daunted. Did you accept it because you knew you were going to die? In classical Chinese, I really miss it. It's been a long time since I've faced a single hunter. A low-level demon like you. I always kill in groups. Became a demon hunter for decades in the last life. I don't know how many of these demons I've killed. Every move they make. Every weakness. Even every muscle moves towards. I know it all. Just a face-to-face. The devil who was just very arrogant was beheaded by me. Then a prompt pops up to kill the boss. And completed the task. The familiar feeling of killing demons. It seems that my skills have not been discharged yet. On the other side, Brother Kong and his party also received rewards. Several people who saw this scene were shocked. At this time, they found that I seemed to have absorbed the body of the boss. Then I'm going to go back again to see the situation. After absorption, you will get exclusive points for Blacklight Virus. And the bloodline of ordinary demons. Why are you back? Are you trying to share the spoils? As I slay the devil alone, Chen Yiqiang and his party are back here. I looked at him with a sensible look. Very disgusting. It's a pity that I have seen his real face. This boss has dropped a lot of good things. Not only does it matter if there is a B-class demon hunter bloodline, one more blow of demon blood matters. There's even an S-level demon hunter. Job task scroll. Are you not at all excited to look at these rewards? And then he actually took out all the money he had just received. It must be false to say that you don't want it, but we are not ignorant people. Since it is your task, all the things held out have been returned to 0. Look at the bottles of medicine he handed over. I didn't expect to make such a move. You go and come back, certainly not to come and congratulate me. If you have anything, just say it. Chen Yiqiang said he just wanted to make friends. Recently, little brother, I am cleaning up the western suburbs of Wuchang. It is not good to be afraid of accidentally colliding with your sight. Hearing this, I remembered that Meng Meng seemed to be there. I could see that he was kind on the surface. In fact, he wanted to explore me under his command. Domain handle. Then I said that my settlement is in Jiangcheng. Wuchang western suburb. All I know is there's a gym. Take this, thinking of using their strength near Meng Meng. The situation is now, Chen Yiqiong smiled. We just won the Shijia Gymnasium a few days ago. It should be cleaning up the perimeter now. With your strength, you must have a lot of power. Maybe we can make friends and help each other. And I was surprised to hear that. I didn't expect them to move so fast. And what he calls cleaning up. It's just a talk of conquering and killing. No wonder no one knew the dream of the last life. Most likely, it was cleaned up by these people. However, just then, Meng Meng sent a message. Speaking of the community, a lot of evolved people suddenly came, now going door to door. Soon to Meng Meng town. I told him to protect himself, I'll be there soon. When I received the message, I was immediately angry. See tentacles on me. Brother Kong is a little flustered, it's really damn. Immediately tie Chen Yiqiang firmly with his tentacles. Then launch the evolutionary devouring to read his memory. Let me find out that read memories are in fragmented form. It is impossible to determine the community where Meng Meng lives at all. And the exact location of the stadium. And everyone who saw this scene panicked. They started running away. Seeing this, I have to leave someone alive to lead the way. Remembering just reminded me to be careful, boss. Seems to know a lot. At this moment, in the community where Meng Meng lives, those people have arrived at his door. And frantically banging on the door trying to break in. Luo Tzu counts to 3. If no one promises us, we will go directly in. Wen Yin Meng Meng responded to him that you are not welcome here. Leave quickly. Otherwise, don't blame me for being rude. People outside heard it was a woman. Several people suddenly became more excited. At this time, Meng Meng roared and launched Ji Unminium Bao. A sound wave spreads around in an instant. It attacks the human spirit. Several people bled directly from the 7 orifices, and Meng Meng was also very uncomfortable and fell to her knees. He didn't expect this skill to require physical support. It only took a second to lose my throat. Most of my stamina is also consumed. Fortunately, there is no movement outside. Must have passed out. However, one person is not completely unconscious and post a message to get people to come quickly. After 2.5 minutes, there was another loud knock on the door. Let Meng Meng not expect those people are here again so soon. Suddenly, the locked door was forced open. A group of people walked in together. Little sister, look at you sweating so much. Are you tired? Along with the man who texted. Today's dream is very weak. The remaining physical and mental strength can be used again. Hell Blackrock. Therefore, the dream of resistance launched its last resort. And after using it, I knelt down powerlessly. The master is right. The 4 properties complement each other. But always being too high is not a good thing. Then another group of people walked in. The current dream is completely powerless to resist. Holding on to the last inch and climbing to the window. Because he knows, you must not fall into the wrong hands. Several big hands firmly grabbed Meng Meng. If you don't want to obey, there is only a dead end. How we wish someone could save him at this moment. But now the dream of calling for help is a luxury. However, at this moment, a black shadow slanted outside the window. As the figure gets closer, I just broke the window and flew in. First, he gave a corner to the person who caught Meng Meng. Then slowly picked up the weak dream. It's reassuring to see that it's me coming. Master, I'm sorry. It's all a dream, I'm not good at learning. But I don't mean to blame him at all. You've done a great job. Have a good rest. I'll take the rest. The person who bullied my apprentice, no one's getting out of here alive today. It turned out that I appeared in time for success. Save Meng Meng and see my beloved apprentice injured. Very angry, facing those who dare to bully Meng Meng. There was no need for them to live. Soon the room was once again in season. This is the sound of Meng Meng coming from behind. I saw his little face flushed and very painful. I can see that he has consumed too much body. And psychotic, headaches and hallucinations. Looking at Meng Meng, she kept shouting. I held his hand tightly. Meng Meng, don't be afraid. Where is the master? Just then, someone appeared behind him and wanted to sneak attack. And I didn't turn my head back, hard towards the ground in a row. A black barb directly penetrates the air. Then the whole arm accumulates force again and smashes to the ground. Instantly, countless black thorns appeared, piercing those people. Master will protect you. No one can hurt. 2.5 hours later, Meng Meng's face has improved a lot. and those who want to do bad things. All of them were sent by me to see the king of hell. Suddenly a big hand appeared at the door. My eyes were immediately drawn to the door. Then a figure emerged from Mr. White. I saw that it was Zhong Long. I caressed Mang Mang's head lightly. Since you came. That means Chen Yuqiang's team is dead. Forget it. Hearing this, Zhong Long quickly knelt down and followed your instructions. I figured out a way to trick them into coming up and killing them. Now Chen Yuqiang's cronies and enemies. There is no breath left. When I heard this, I immediately asked, so all the rest is your gullibility and enemy faith? Seeing this, Zhong Long's hair stood up. He hurriedly expressed that he was not gullible and hostile. There are only wives and children. It's because I have an urgent detective talent. Real business. That's why Chen Yuqiang threatened his family. Force join. If your talent is mediocre, my family will definitely be with my neighbors. Like a friend, they were raped and killed by those people. I also understand that he had two. And Zhong Long is also the only one. The person who reminded me to be careful of the boss. I really admire you. Will you follow me to Jiangcheng? Hearing my words, Zhong Long was a little stunned. Even the words started to stutter. So I said no, it's okay. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like the oppression of power and means. I will respect your choice. This is Zhong Long saying of course he would like to. I hesitated just now because of Chen Yuqiang's settlement. There are many others who are enslaved like my family. For those people, I can also take in. Why don't you stay in Wuchang? Let's stabilize the situation. Then I opened the warehouse and took out a bottle of medicine, but found that the mask inside was a little strange. Then I threw the potion to Zhong Long. You take it first to improve your strength. Friend request, I will also send it. You can contact me when the situation stabilizes. At that time, you can decide according to the situation. Is developing in Wuchang, or come to Jiangcheng together. After Zhong Long left, I opened the warehouse again. Let me not understand this thing. Well, I just gave Zhong Long the medicine. How did it become like this? Remember when you were in the secret realm? It's not a little bit to put the item in yet. What was put in at that time was the class change task scroll. And those demon bloodline potions. And so I tried to move things around. See what happens? The eyes that found the mask kept staring at the devil. Bloodline potion, and he kept his mouth open. Do you want to take these potions? Thinking about these shitty bloodline drugs. Agent doesn't help. I might as well try it to see what changes. After all, this is the protection Lei Dodo wants. Maybe in order to unlock some kind of function later. So I did it into steps. Feed all the potion to the tissue paper. Maskful after 2.5 minutes. Laughing very happily. But nothing has changed. You prodigal thing. So many bloodline potions for one baby? On second thought, it is normal to eat treasures of this level. However, at this time, a small ball spat out of the mouth of the mask. At first sight, I thought it was excrement. Do you eat and pull this thing in the same mouth? But when I picked up the stone mirror, found to be ordinary demon blood essence. I was very surprised. It can purify the bloodline of the devil. Plus the secret technique that can brush the bloodline of the devil. Then I will have an endless supply. Inexhaustible high-level demon bloodline essence. Upgraded. The dream that was almost bullied has finally escalated. In order to improve his strength as soon as possible, I took Meng Meng to the Devil's Abyss to brush the museum. By the way, I also need to go there to complete the transfer task. After all, when I came to dream, I haven't had time to check the class transfer mission scroll yet. The mission requires that you have not entered the first level of the Abyss. Kill 100 demon hunters and 100 sinking membranes. Thinking about entering the Abyss this time, I won't leave in a hurry like last time. It's a place of danger and opportunity. The traveler woke up from a sleepy dream. When he woke up, he found me by his side. Immediately into my arms and cried. Seeing this, I quickly consoled that it was all right. All those bad guys were killed by your master. Meng Meng feels that she's still too weak in reality. It requires a doubling of the system. But I told him to keep the practice schedule. Okay, the main goal now is to upgrade. There is also an understanding and mastery of skills. Meng Meng feels that upgrading requires too much experience. And all the monsters nearby were cleared by him in his dreams. Pretty much. Complaining that you have no ability to hurry. There is also no ability to find replicas. See him depressed. Look, I said that after the rest, let's go to Jiangcheng Dungeon. Absolute advertise in classical Chinese. Meng Meng immediately expressed that he was doing well. Can't wait to go. And I grabbed him. Hug Princess Meng Meng. Let you walk over on your legs. Don't even think about the battlefield next month. Then let him hold on to it. If you feel too much wind pressure, pat me. So I carried him through the tall buildings. 2.5 hours later, I brought Meng Meng to the intersection of the secret realm. At this time, Meng Meng found that the nearby scenery changed suddenly. I explained to him, the difference between adversity and a copy is the entrance. Only after clearing the customs and going through adversity will there be an entry prompt. So for evolvers, the danger of straying into a new secret realm is extremely high. I am very happy to dream of being able to upgrade soon. Do you need me to go to the hidden danger next? I'm reminded that this is not a dream world. So every use of the skill is very critical. And make him wait near the relatively safe entrance. Give up, dreaming while watching my figure disappear in front of me. This time, I found out that Mission 3 is no longer about killing demons, but to kill all the demons. The dead and the dark sacrifice. And there is no bloodline potion for the task reward. I thought, can I get the bloodline potion here? To officially guess. Decided to take revenge first. Then come to the central square of the secret realm. The moment I saw the replica boss, I suddenly appeared behind him. Unleash evolutionary devouring. Then the shield of the illusion will resist the attack of the little monster. A prompt hops up after killing the boss. I see that I can still use the purification devouring to brush the demon bloodline. Then hit the ground hard. Suddenly, countless black thorns were born nearby, piercing through the little monster. I found that the little boss can also isolate the bloodline potion. And it is the same quality level as the boss. Then try elite monster. Bloodline potion can also be isolated, but ordinary monsters don't. At this moment, Meng Meng is very boring waiting in place. Watch me keep killing monsters. He envied himself for doing nothing. No gold noodles. It was a voice interrupting his complaint. I got him ready to use. The most lethal loneliness. I saw many dungeon monsters chasing after me. And said that these monsters are not lazy. With Meng Meng's spiritual power, he will definitely be able to kill. Seeing this, Meng Meng immediately launched the G Unmen Nyan list. Prompts keep popping up to kill monsters. Soon Meng Meng was successfully upgraded. Now he's at level 6. And I'm now at level 9. The excited dream holds me in its arms. Thank you, Master, for giving me the crown. I love you, Master. Then Song Ziqiong sent me a call request. When I got through, they didn't look too good. Did something happen? I saw Song Ziqiong's face a little flustered. Master, we need your help now. Here comes a man who claims to be the Emperor's Book of the Guard of Transactions. Hear this familiar name? It immediately reminded me of the only one, but what I don't understand is why he would go to the settlement. Just as Song Ziqiong explained to me. When Leto, the Guard of Trading, found him, I was very surprised. Leto wants to provide Den Silver. Completion order as an investment. Condition, to build a chamber of commerce in the best location after completion. And lifetime tax exemption for local business associations. In my opinion, this investment is both profitable and harmless. After all, advanced build orders are very rare. And the castle has always been recognized through the universe. It also has many convenient features. Song Ziqiong also thinks so. Then explain that the construction order cannot be cured and then use it. Must be used immediately. And to build it like task triggers monster engineering. It's difficult for the current settlement to resist. Then he said he could be back within a day. I was a little surprised to hear that I sent my child to be poor. He wanted to procrastinate for a day so that I can accept this investment. But he doesn't know that I've already accepted it. That's Leto's investment in you. And let Song Ziqiong praise Leto a lot. And mention my name when it disappears. After listening to my words, Song Ziqiong also knows how to read. Hang up the phone, and I took out lots of cards. It's all equipment prepared for Meng Meng to add the system. But he didn't understand why he suddenly had to do this. I said there was an emergency in the settlement. I'm afraid you can't take it at full speed. Then Meng Meng put on all the equipment. From a slender woman to a fat man. Now his physique is in the 3rd century. On the other hand, Song Ziqiong listened to my words. Decided to accept Leto's investment. When you see a lot, you are not stingy with praise. Your little girl is indeed capable and decisive. It is no wonder that in the early days of the apocalypse, build such a large settlement. It also manages thousands of evolvers in an orderly manner. Hearing this, Song Ziqiang modestly expressed her praise. No matter how capable I am, I'm not as good as you. 1/10,000th of the guard of trading. We can choose an investment for you. It's an honor for our entire settlement. Leto was even more convinced when he heard this. This investment is the right one. At that time, you have to take more care of our local business association. Then Song Ziqiang said that among the settlement managers, someone has admired you for a long time. After learning that there will be places for business meetings in the city, he gave up the right to explore outside and rushed back. I was a little surprised to hear Song Ziqiang's words. After all, I know at this time, he and the evolutionaries of the business council, not much. I'm sure you know that person too. His name is Bai. I've also accepted your investment before. Ridu, the guard of classical Chinese trading, was very surprised. It was that little guy. Immediately cancelled the investment mission just now. Seeing this, Song Ziqiang thought that Leto did not plan to invest, but Ridu explained that it was not. Upgrade the original immediate completion to S-class. Seeing this, Song Ziqiang was a little surprised. It's actually a golden completion order. Leto said this is the SG gold construction order. After all, and the task of the construction order, no difficulty for that kid. If you can get back in time, you have a chance to take down S-class monsters. The project was then released to Song Ziqiang. Mission of SG gold construction order. After the investment is completed, will be centered on the use of the build order. A radius of 10,000 meters, recognized by the will of the universe. After seeing the area displayed by the task, Song Ziqiang was very surprised, so much bigger than and. Of course, the danger also increases with the reward. Do you still dare to accept the investment in this mission? Song Ziqiang took the task with confidence. As long as there is a white emperor, there is nothing to dare. One day later, I returned to the settlement on time with my dream. See my return? Song Ziqiang was very happy. Because the monsters are now gathering. Had to clean up part of it. Late time, leading back. Then send the sleeping dream back to the bedroom first. And let Song Ziqiang explain the current situation. For this mission, there are still about 20 minutes left. Song Ziqiang arranged 3 lines of defense according to the terrain. Focus on the direction of Jiangcheng as a key defense area. And prepared some plans to defend the city. After listening to Song Ziqiang's plan, I praise you for doing a good job. Then Song Ziqiang brought a box. During this time, they scrubbed sewer copies. Brushed the rest of the plague set. I am very happy with this gift. Sure enough, choosing you was one of the best decisions I've ever made. And this time, the investment mission. Song Ziqiang's heart is particularly tight. Zhong, but after seeing me still in the mood to take revenge on a girl, I feel better instantly. Hearing this, I immediately said that this was not brought back. He's my apprentice. Has a talent no less than mine? Then the housewife came to let brother Song take care of it. Let me know as soon as he wakes up. He's the key to holding the colony. It's starting. The S-class completion order mission has finally begun. An army of tens of thousands of zombies. We yang yong towards the settlement seat. Everything you see is taken over by zombies. It's still me. The first time I saw an S-class completion order project. When the White Emperor City was established in the previous life, it was only Class B, compared with the number of monsters this time's class. It's a world of difference. There are still 3 minutes before the monster project. And the foothills near the settlement. A large number of zombies have gathered. At this time, Song Ziqiang is issuing a notice to all residents. Everyone from Dongshan settlement. We will face the attack of monsters for 5 days and 5 nights. But don't worry. We have the strongest walls in the world. And the most complete resources and the most stable support. In the settlement, we have hundreds of talented B-level players. There are also nearly 10 masters of cheats and S-level talents. There are even as strong as 3 S-level talents. So you don't have to worry about failure. Because after 5 days, we'll have the largest and best field in the world. All those who defend the historical city will receive a discounted price. Enjoy the convenience of various facilities. One last minute. Everyone get ready. Have you started harvesting money and experience? People who heard the news suddenly cheered. This sentence made me feel very imposing. Song Ziqiang said, "My confidence comes entirely from me and brings it back." The girl And then we went on. This little friend's voice transmission. The talent for amplification is quite good. Now, we can send someone to take him to a safe place. Then ask how the preparation for the Lily live broadcast is. Lily chose what the universe has always provided. The highest controllable live camera. Looking at the dark zombie army at the bottom of the mountain. And I can't wait to get started. Then tell Luli to start the live broadcast. We have 1 minute left until the monster project. The live broadcast suddenly became a hot search, spark a lot of discussion. With the final countdown of time, I'm also ready to start fighting. The second when the moment of defense is over. All monsters are enhanced. The twins who saw this scene were very surprised. I think it should be solved before strengthening. But I already knew it. Why didn't you do it? Because of the laws after reinforcement. Although the properties have been increased by 3 times, but energy and experience have also tripled. After dealing with a batch of zombies, immediately launch the plague. Simple effects with the plague set. Then, the target of the infection will be pushed into the zombie crowd. Can quickly spread to other zombies. And cause continuous erosion damage and attribute weakening. Although the damage of this skill is not high, but the strong infectious ability is matched with weakened attributes. Can greatly make this defense easier. However, just then, I suddenly felt a mental power fluctuation. The infected zombies were found in the drama. Other morning, the corpse kept distancing itself from them. Let me understand, there must be some zombies in this group. The spirit seed that controls the corpse. No wonder this morning. The corpses have never pushed each other's property. It's moving in perfect order. Now just find the spirit master. Those zombies who lose control will be able to face the Lord again. Sorry, but I don't know the exact location of the spirit master yet. If you go to the Lord now. No more, I'm killing a lot of monsters head on. Lose the Lord and control the pride to attack with all their strength. There will be casualties for those guarding the city. But if you don't take advantage of now to find and kill the spirit seed, then wait until zombies from other directions threaten the settlement. Then our people had to be dispersed. It's harder to leave the front to find. Now, I want to solve the current situation perfectly. Then you must ask for the help of Mang Mang. Me now. I only hope that the sleeping dream can wake up as soon as possible. Moment. After sleeping, the relaxed dream slowly woke up. I saw a strange woman in front of me. Immediately asked where this is. Where is my master? Every time I receive a message from Brother Song. Mang Mang can't stand the wind. Exhausted and passed out. Brother Song told Mang Mang all about the current situation. Then I described to him the loss of the Lord. It's a normal human build. It's wrapped in a delicate mesh exoskeleton. Shoulders down vertical bar shot. The head is huge and has great mental power. Then the dream will enter the dream again. And told Brother Song not to let others approach. There was war. Countless zombie armies are launched. This is the first time Mang Mang has seen such a feat. In his dream world, Mang Mang can manipulate and create everything at will. I saw countless boulders slowly under his control. Float, then control the boulder to smash towards the zombie army. Seeing this, he sighed and set it in the dream space. Then dream, I'm ready to find the zombie leader I'm talking about. Then it turns into a pair of wings and soars. You can't delay the task assigned by the master. Soon the first day of the city defense will be over. Out of breath, I asked about casualties. And what about the wear and tear of the city walls? Song Zikyong said that it was thanks to my random killing ahead. Only a few people were sent out to kill. Personnel attachment. The loss of the city wall is also minimal. Think I should take a break. Let others continue to defend the city. I don't think so. In fact, the current situation is not optimistic. When he learned that there were still lords among the zombies. A little shocked. Song Zikyong didn't expect such zombies to exist. Moreover, only the enhancement of ordinary zombies appeared today. The number of those special zombies appearing can't count on one hand. Makes me feel that the zombie lord is gathering strength. Prepare to take the settlement in one wave. Then Mang Mang and Brother Song found me. See the dream appear. I immediately asked Song Zikyong to tell Lulu. No streamer. Because dream has a unique ability. Never expose yourself to others. Seeing Meng Zheng's excitement, he came to me. So ask, did you find the clue to the zombie lord? But Meng sensed several spiritual fluctuations. Short each time. Only the approximate direction can be confirmed, and there is no lot tracking skill. I feel a little sorry for Meng who did not complete the task. Otherwise, let him stop saying sorry all the time. I know you've tried your best to find it again. At this time, Meng said that she was not without gain. Then let Brother Song take out a map. Although the zombie lord was not found, but found some suspicious special zombies. Each position above the play level. There are hundreds of special zombies. Like here. There are 200 or 300 red-eyed fat men over 2 meters tall. Dongjiang Square is full without arms or jaws. Strange zombie. Climbing a dense layer on the riverside TV tower. They are all fast zombies. Longhua Commercial Street. From start to finish, it was a strength-type funeral with big arms. The zombie heard Meng's information. Big fat tank. Neglect and smirk. These are all staged to evolve zombies. It seems to agree with my guess just now. That's what they're trying to do. This is Song Ziqiong's inquiry. Those 2-stage evolutionary funerals. How is the strength? Those second-order evolution levels are at least 10. According to the quantity described in the dream. I'm afraid they've assembled thousands of them. If only this quantity. You don't have to worry about failure. But under the command of the Lord, those zombies will never attack. But as much as possible to destroy the city. And then it's going to evolve. A game of who kills faster. It's hard for those who survive to go beyond one. Let Song Ziqiong understand that this lord is a huge hidden danger. Find it now. Are there any tracking talent evolvers in the city? For this, I thought of a suitable candidate. And then he sends a message to Smile. He has a gift for mind control. Absolutely find the Lord. One day, a Smile came to the settlement through the dream space. He was particularly surprised to see such a large territory. Therefore, ask yourself if you can live in a villa when you come. I told him. There are many empty villas on the top of the mountain. It made him very happy to pick this sentence casually. Immediately ready to set off to find the zombie lord. At this time, Meng asked which special funeral should be killed first. Corpse. And my number one goal was a TV tower by the river. Because those pushers are the only ones who can be powerless. Zombies of the city wall. It is also the zombie species that poses the greatest threat to the settlement. And the zombie lord will never let us go. The action at that time will depend on the performance of the Smile. Speaking of me, it takes off with Meng. Just stay there with a smile. He felt it was time for him to study mental power. I want to get into it. Moments later, the dream that came to the TV tower is called Nyan Bao. Suddenly, a large number of zombies fell from the tower. It also greatly increased Meng's confidence. I am still very strong in the dream space. However, just then, a group of zombies woke up towards the dream. A smug dream to see. They're incredibly agile. So that he can't dodge the attack in time. Just as Meng fell into the siege of zombies. I showed up just in time to start the fire and save him. Its effect can cause meat to the enemy. Double burn of body and mind. Then launch. For the first time, the hunter on the TV tower. What a kick. Then work with Meng to kill it. And finally, evolutionary devouring. Solve the last hunting zombie. A total of 297 hunters were killed. So we didn't expect that the day after the mining project. This elite zombie mirror has gathered so many. Although there will be ignorers later. But by then, the lord who commanded the zombies had long since died. As long as the lord's organization is lost, scattered attacks are not worth mentioning. Then Meng Shun. Ask if you want to go to the next gathering snack. Just then, a blade of throwing knives suddenly came at me. I immediately reached out and took her home. It means no need to find a flying knife. It's the news from a Smile. He has locked the position of the lost lord. Then I found a Smile with Meng. He pointed to the source of the mental power fluctuations ahead. In that mountain nest. Let me not expect the spirit. The lord is actually at the back door of the settlement. See that his intelligence is not low. The Smile at this moment can't wait to light up. But I said, this spirit master needs to go back to the real world to get it. Because I plan to live stream the whole time. Use this to become my name with the Lord. Live on stepping stone. and reassure Hengxiao that you helped a lot this time. If you apply for the right thing, it will be left to you. Then ask. They can go and clean up the second stage of elite mourning. Corpse, tell them they can go to the warden's gathering place. This zombie belongs to the evolutionary type of mental power. The two of you can just suppress. Although they are not capable of competing. But you can have a smirk. For enhanced zombies. It's a very threatening species. And it's time for me to leave the dream event. Soon I came to the Lord position mentioned with a smile. Although it has no detection ability. But it feels so close. Because I can detect viruses of higher order evolution. At this moment, a figure quickly approached me. Close to 2 hunters lost. Attack me at breakneck speed. This is a more than. The speed of the ignored is a higher order evolutionary type. Make me doubt these two. It is very likely that it is the household brought by the Lord. And this zombie likes to swim very much. It's as fast as me. And I pretend strength doesn't count. Scaling allows them to actively attack themselves. Afraid that they will be delayed for a long time after they start wandering. Then the Lord may take the opportunity to slip away. Soon another hunter was also fooled. I immediately grabbed one of the hunters. Smash into another, then switch the hammer shape. Solve the 2 hunters. Then initiate purification and devouring. Start absorbing the 4-stage speed to hunt zombies. After absorption, successfully obtained a new form of blacklight virus. Past forms. Suddenly, a powerful spiritual force rushed towards me. I immediately understood that it was the zombie lord who came. I thought he would take the opportunity just now to escape. Could it be that you think you can kill me? So I immediately waved the hunter in my hand. Directly split this zombie lord in 2. Seeing the boss die like this. I didn't expect it to be so popular. However, at this moment, a familiar voice sounded. I saw Song Ziqiang hug me. It surprises me. Why are they here? Then a few people want to express that I defeated the spirit. The Lord celebrates together, but I've already seen it all. Very surprising. It accurately captured my weaknesses and preferences. Then he waved the sharp blade in his hand. Cut these illusions away. Song Ziqiang and a group of people turned into friends. For this level of illusion, it means don't come out and be ashamed. Although it can create fantasies. But the Lord failed to interfere with my basic judgment. And the Lord who saw this scene was very surprised. It seems that your mental force value is lower than mine. Mr. Lost Lord. Just as I broke the illusion of the zombie lord. This scene also made everyone in the live stream incomparable. Shocked the settlement at the same time. Many second-order physical zombies appeared. Fury and fear of the fat. Holding other zombies in hand and throwing them towards the meat wall. The defense of the bedroom wall is greatly reduced. Seeing this, Song Ziqiang immediately ordered, kill the zombies that were thrown up as soon as possible. At this moment, the awakened in the settlement are showing their supernatural powers, unleashed capabilities. Start fighting the approaching zombie army. However, just then, a school supervisor suddenly attacked. Immediately dissipated the attacks of the awakened. Directly broke the defensive formation of the settlement. And the zombie army is broken through the 4th section of the city wall. Fortunately, Song Ziqiang appeared in time with a steady military heart. Let the awakened continue to hold their positions. Launch the Bowenia blade to slow down the attack of the zombie army. The other side, Leng Shuang, is also constantly killing the approaching zombies. At this time, the school supervisor is ready to release the Yin wave attack again. Fortunately, Song Ziqiang discovered it in time and attacked the smirker. A thick purple gold. The pointed cone pierced directly through his body. Then start to appease the hearts of the army. Everyone must stabilize. White Emperor will soon kill the zombie lord. As long as we survive this wave, we will win. Everyone in the live stream who saw this scene. They also lamented that Song Ziqiang's aura was so strong. Now I didn't expect a new variety to appear. Lost Tyrant Tracker. It's a power type. Purify Tyrant's mutated realm. At the same time, another zombie attacked behind me. Attack me. Everyone in the live stream thinks I am this time sure to suffer. And this zombie. It is the flexible end of the same level as the Lord. His entire body was surrounded by flames. Finally, there is a very large and powerful mutant meat fur. Someone in the live stream, you can see this zombie from a distance. And I'm not panicking. Immediately start the fire. And change out the previous incidental fire. Hit the dog hard. Through his body. Then I saw the zombie lord hiding behind Meat Mountain. Found out that he had a game to run away from. Willing to kill him directly. As long as the spirit master dies, those Meat Mountains will no longer throw attacks. This is the top of my head. A palm attack from the sky. Meat Mountain didn't die from the attack just now. They're attacking me. Then you see Meat Mountain trying to devour a dead zombie lord. So I cut him off immediately. Who allowed you to eat my food? Then he took off. Split the Meat Mountain in two with a sharp blade. Then the tyrant tracker came at me with a whip. But such an attack would never have hit itself. And I feel that his power is weaker than before. Some understand that the hydrogen plague just used weakens the effect. Not yet facing the attack of the tyrant tracker. I just fought it. Thinking that he has a flexible resistance to punishment for one end of soul refining, just in time to borrow from the tyrant. The body of the tracker resists the soul. Attack followed by a successful move. Kill to high-level mutant zombies. After the high-level zombie, I didn't expect materials that have been searched for a long time will gather so neatly. And dropped items. It's still a bit higher than the requirements on the drawings. I thought that so many good things must be able to be synthesized. See, everyone in the live stream of this scene was also very shocked. Surprised. This is the baby they've never seen in their lives. But when I synthesized it, I was embarrassed. So much baby. He actually only combined a C-grade boxing robe. Biohazard when I checked the effect of the equipment. There are many heaven-defying skills. It's high brain. Able to control permanently 3 creatures with no more mental power than themselves. To Tracker's Valley. Able to greatly increase one's speed and strength. The third is the Chicken of the Meat Mountain. Killing enemies can trigger recovery status. And every time you kill an enemy, except for mental power, all attributes have been lengthened. The last one is the Heart of the Flexible End. Can release mental magnetic fields and mental oppression. And the key one is evolution by disaster. After killing a certain mutant, this piece of equipment purifies into a growth mix. And these mutants, although some parts of the material are included, but it also has high absorption value. I wonder if I can get my blacklight virus evolved again. When I'm done absorbing, get a new form again. And 3 new blacklight virus abilities. Then I open the surface of the awakening progress of the blacklight virus. Now my basic unlock has reached 30%. So I'm going to purify the exclusive blacklight virus. Feeling this battle has been very rewarding for me. Not only can you get purified soul energy for growth, it also unlocked all kinds of new abilities for me. Makes me a little impatient to try it. The current strength. Then I use the aerial sprint towards the settlement. I feel that Luli is reporting to Song Zikyong at this moment. Move and control the live camera. All adjusted to the frontal battlefield. And Song Zikyong lost the offensive of the army. Receiving treatment. Since the construction order began, Sudin has never practiced. But he thinks he's medical talent. Can't rest yet. Looking careless and tired. Song Zikyong is immediately serious. You must go to rest. You're not the only one with medical talent. White Emperor will be unhappy if you are exhausted. And then I got really upset. It means that after the defense of the city is over, a private celebration without you restoring your talent. Our sisters are in trouble. Suddenly someone came in and shouted. Our current situation is a little not optimistic. Although the Spirit Pearl is dead now. Lost the general attack command effect. But the zombies nearby are stable. Fixed hatred for the settlement. Still attacking like crazy. The biggest headache is the high-level mutated zombies gathered by the Lord. Although lost command. But it's all clustered together. Now, according to undocumented global observations, 3 sections of the city wall are about to be breached. The most dangerous thing right now is the gathering of tanks and zombies. As a result, our firepower is completely unable to stop him. On the other side, Wei Shiwei received a message from Song Zikyong. He expressed that the city wall in the 6th section of the west can last up to 3 minutes. Now the progress of the wall of flesh being gnawed. It has greatly exceeded the speed of self-swallowing recovery. When I saw Wei Shiwei's appearance, he was already very haggard. His first-level talent is at a glance. The ability to tag any target in the field of view. And he has been since the Lord. Always use the ability to observe the whole world. The current state is about to reach its limit. Seeing this, Song Ziqiong couldn't help but sigh. The little brother looks at his girlfriend's and men's eyes. It's not bad. Then Song Ziqiong will go to the front battlefield again. And order to immediately find someone to bring Wei Shiwei, grab it and rest. At this moment, the city walls of the settlement are in chaos. Even, the very timid brother Song has joined the battlefield. But for those mutated zombies. Leng Shuang shouted goodbye. They are fast. You can help. And that's when I got here just in time. The cold frost told you not to put it on, and you still want to cause trouble. Immediately start cleaning up those zombies. You send someone to inform everyone that the Lord is dead. The final battle is up to me to draw. Just go up. Brother Song is also very happy to see my return. The Lord is dead. Return of the White Emperor. Victory is decided, and I began to experiment with my newly acquired abilities. A menacing army of zombies. You're vulnerable in front of me. Then launch virus tracking and thermal tracking. To sense the zombie hordes gathered around. Then activate the advanced energy storage disciples. In an instant, those zombies were pierced by countless black thorns. The other side, Song Ziqiong and Meng Meng are also constantly killing zombies. After 5 days of hard work, the loss of this city defense is much greater than I imagined. What a long battle that nearly destroyed the city walls. Investigate the reason. Everyone overestimates their own endurance. And underestimating the intensity of the battle. Fortunately, because of my efforts and Meng Meng's efforts, we finally won. Then the voice of the guard of transaction sounded. I think you should be happy. Although the battlefield looks rather tragic. But the death toll was much lower than I could have imagined. Congratulations on completing the task perfectly. Now you can establish your city-state. This is the first city-state after the trial. Just as we finished nice. 7 goal completion order after mission. Then I took Song Ziqiong. Go to the place where the construction order is used. At the same time, settlement at the foot of Dongshan Mountain. In the open space, suddenly, a ball of light appeared. It's called the City Star. After use, you can build your own castle. And here is where Song Zi found someone to plan. The most suitable location. This includes mountains. District and a plain surrounded by mountains. Future important buildings and resources. You can put it here. Large plains nearby. And a waterway across the settlement. It can be used as transportation at that time. Wenyan makes me admire Song Ziqiong again. I didn't expect him to be so thoughtful. At this time, Song Ziqiong said that there is one more thing he would like to ask Lei Do. Although it was the trading guard's investment in him. He wants me to be the city lord. Li Du told him that the city star is now yours. All you need to do is build a site in the center. Just make a promise from the business council. So, I became the master of this city. Then, I go up and use the city star cosmic will queue. Please contract for 001. Reminds me of the ruthlessness of heroes in my last life. It is also time to relive hatred after the fact. I name the city-state Beatty City. Anyone who owns a city star? Experience and burst rate increased by 20%. Within the scope of Beatty City, all attributes are increased by 100%. All attributes of hostile units are reduced by 50%. Then I gave Song Ziqiong the highest management authority. In Beatty City, there is an 80% increase in all attributes. And the evolvers in White Emperor City, all lost in love. And reward differ at free attribute points, according to contribution. That's Leto clapping. It is better to see that the child is poor and somewhat puzzled. Mr. Leto, did you have anything happy? In his opinion, by God the City Lord, only have the highest authority and reliance. It's a perfect deal. Everybody got what they wanted. For this investment, Leto is also quite satisfied. Don't forget to tell me before leaving. To complete the task of the previous investment as soon as possible. I'm a little embarrassed in classical Chinese. How difficult is the investment task you gave me? You know, About this, Leto still expressed his belief that I could complete it. Then I will put the goal I just drew. And the completion reward was handed to Song Ziqiong, thinking he had already made a preliminary plan. Just right to allocate a good location. When Song Ziqiong views the rewards, one is called Galaxy, and supercomputing core and integrated fully automatic production line. This is what I told Song Ziqiong. Cars made by these things. Cars or cold weapons can be used in the trial. With the blessing of these things, the development of settlements will be far ahead. Hearing this, Song Ziqiong was a little puzzled. In a different era. What good is a gun? One explained immediately. Firearms made from this production line. Not the kind before the end. Each of them has properties. You have to get rid of some pre-Doomsday notions. Like the management system of a city-state. Doesn't seem very useful now. But in the future, there will be more exclusive city-state architectural drawings. It'll blow your mind. For example, an S-level building biological backup center can clone your body. Let you have a second life. There are also S-class anti-gravity bases. Let's build a city in the sky. These are only S. The blueprints that can only be used by city-states. Hearing this, Song Ziqiong finally understood. Our city-state. It will definitely become the strongest city-state in the future. This is the sound of Meng Meng coming from behind. He ran up excitedly and said, I brushed my hands in the dream world. 3 new skills were also identified. Then share with me a description of your skills. In, white noise can make dreamy sounds. Sleepy can make dreams. Totem's hypnotic ability has been greatly enhanced. See this, I immediately praise the choice is really good. Dream totem now. No longer need to stare to attract dreams. Cooperate with the drowsiness. It also works in the real world. Although this is what I gave to Meng Meng before. But I can't help but be happy to hear my compliment. Then the third is the new skill selected by Meng Meng. The effect of dream visitors. The person who can enter the dream, sent back to reality from any dream totem. I understand immediately. This is equivalent to a teleportation skill. Just like Meng Meng pulls a smile into the dream. He can use the dream totem to teleport to him. He can also teleport others over. So praise to the skill selection level. You're ready to go. But other aspects are still far from enough. Then, Meng Meng can't wait to try out new skills. I told him to wait at the training ground on the mountainside. Then let Song Ziqiong find a few different ones. People with level mental strength come. I want to test my dream. The practical effects of new skills. Said Song Ziqiong to hug me. But don't train till late. Everyone is ready. Good evening, thank you, Lord. I heard that my brother also prepared a surprise gift for you. The other side, Brother Song and his party are preparing for tonight's celebration banquet. And very confident to subdue me tonight. But that's what others laugh at. Of course we are confident. But brother, don't be like before. He passed out before he even started. Absolutely not. My freedom to upgrade. Attribute points are all about physique. He's obviously the noble underworld queen of Jiangcheng. Now you are willing to be my slave. Even offered my only daughter to me. The capable generals under the Queen of Unicorn served together. After a long battle at the wheel, I took a brief break with the crowd. This is Song Ziqiong who wants me to give him some pointers regarding combat techniques and skill selection. Suddenly, Brother Song emerged from under the quilt. Very excited, but in my opinion, his seal level talent can be seen at a glance. And the skill is not even forked. No pointers at all. But under Brother Song's constant begging, I asked the crowd to apply their skills. Send me the screenshot. Several people who heard the news were also very happy. The first is Song Ziqiong's guidance. His S and Bowania share 3 evolutions. Root, but I think he's the queen. The focus at the upgrade, it should mainly promote copper purification and spiritual strengthening. It's not melee combat. Copper sword heart and profound and noble cast. These capabilities can provide a better understanding of counterparty debt. The ability to control is the most appropriate. It's so deep. As long as you look at it, you will enter a state of absence. And you lose your way? Followed by an episode for the demonstration, talent at a glance. Although he only has these 2 skills. I asked him to point out the threat first. vision, and what the Sword King sees. After sharing a career with teammates, he will become an indispensable magic machine. The support was followed by Lu Li's Class B illusory land. I can see at a glance, and one of these skills does wonders. But he is concerned about his skills, but found no harm. The introduction is called recognizing the virtual as the real. As long as the enemy fails to see through the illusion, then the illusion is real to the enemy. Like what? The enemy believes that the phantom nuclear bomb is real. Then he will really be nuked. This is also a skill that does no harm. The reason for the description, because anything is possible. Hearing this, Song Zikyong felt that the level of talent can be so exaggerated, but the drawbacks are also obvious. Because there is no disguise in Lu Li's talent, energy fluctuations, or aura skills. If it is pure phantom reality, it is easy to be shot. Success or failure depends entirely on his skills. Then Su Xing's B-class high-speed recovery. I suggest that he can use his physical strength, flesh spirit 3 kinds of recovery ability balance plus bottom. Because his skills are all trapped in himself. Quiet and active use will help others recover. Although the ability is simple, it is very practical. In my opinion, never seen a better medical gift than revival. The voice is when Brother Ruosong hugs me. Can't wait to enjoy my responsibilities. His Seal Evil talent as the weakest chicken. I was last in line. Then there's the show as Bill Evil talent for concentration. I said that although the ability looks just anime fast. But this is actually a one-on-one guard level talent. Just focus on one goal. Not only does it accelerate thinking, you can also discard all irrelevant information. Here's my suggestion. Select skills that can assist in making judgments about the battle situation. Then train EVE against enemies with different talents. Combat experience, but I wasn't finished. Lingyu is ready to take action to thank my fulcrum. Seeing this, Song Zikyong can see. He was focusing on me. I feel like I'm stabbing him now. I can't feel anything. I also stopped the shower immediately. A brain collapse immediately woke him up. And tell him, must have, control yourself to focus on objects and time. If you can't, this talent is pure garbage. Finally, Brother Song's Seal Evil talent and intelligence. Increases experience acquisition and proficiency. I asked him to use all the skills he could. After all the points are full, you will have 10x the comprehension. And 10 times the learning speed. And 10 times the technical proficiency. After 10 times the growth of ordinary people. Then learn the full combat stance. Learn combat skills and combat skills. Although your physical strength can't exceed mine in this life. But with your superb skills, you might be able to conquer me. Finally, Song Zikyong is my fulcrum to everyone. Instruct everyone to work hard. Don't lose face to Bai Di at that time. At this time, the cold frost just passed through the room. Hear the shouts in the house. And he was desperate for my guidance. 2.5 days later, I successfully came to Ham through the skills of Dream. Laughing at home and dreaming because the distance is too far, lead to excessive mental energy consumption. It makes him a little dizzy now. This is the mirror that asks about White Emperor City with a smile. I said the planning and arrangements are done. Now, the people in the settlement are all working for the establishment of Beatty City. Try to hold on. Ask how many attributes you got for the smile-built reward. After all, he and Meng Meng should be in the dream world. Killed a lot of zombies. Hearing this, he smiled and was a little hesitant. It means that you only get one. When he and Meng Meng killed the prison group. Because of the mental shock. It leads to nothing more than mental lust. When killed, he fell to his death. Hear his explanation, and I didn't know what to say. You go out later. Don't say it's from the chat group, no. 001. These words made Han Zi a little afraid. Immediately mention the chemical attempt mentioned before. That's why I'm here this time. Then we're going to the chemical plant together. This is given by an SSS level mission. Wings of the Plague. It has been sending out fluctuating reminders since it was teleported. Let me understand that plague. The chemical plant where the zombies are located is indeed relevant to this mission. It's starting to make me look forward to it. What kind of rewards will there be for SS level quests? Just after I arrived at the chemical plant with a smile, I took out the gold mask to check that it worked. Because in Jiangcheng, I'm very worried that Ray will find this baby. I was very surprised. He was able to. Bloodline Potion TikTok is an S-level essence. The most important thing is that there are no requirements for use. At this time, a smile pointed not far away. What is the name of the place where the green mist emits in front? And for this chemical plant? Smiling only knows before the end of the day. As for now, he doesn't know the specific situation. When I asked him to come with me, the joke suddenly panicked. After all, those green fog and military spots look very dangerous. I asked him not to leave me. If it is more than 10 meters, it will be fine. Just okay. Take you to the place where your father works. Maybe it can even trigger a mission about you. Smiling at this, he quickly put on the mask. Just then, the mark of the plague on my hand, and the mission plague factory released. Complete the task. Will acquire new skills, bacterial culture. Then I started to absorb the virus around me. After coming to the reagent at its own level, talent increases. It has greatly improved my ability to control the virus. Although it is surrounded by viruses, but I really enjoyed it. As long as it is microorganisms and viruses within 10 meters, it's all under my control. Smiling to see me in such a terrifying place, still enjoying. By dimming is really awesome. Then he suddenly saw a monster in front of him. When I found out it was a huge flying mosquito, immediately transformed into successive forms, instantly came to the top of this monster. One strike directly splits him in two. Because what I hate most are mosquitoes. Then, with a smile, she made another discovery. He suspected that the mosquito was in the vicinity. Guard this mushroom. Maybe this mushroom is replica material. Saying this, I immediately scolded the smile I wanted to pick. If you want to lie on the board, ask. Can cause you to fester from the lungs. At least less torture than you start with. This green mushroom. It's a combination of plague virus and bacteria. Then pick it directly by hand in front of him. And took a big gulp. Because I am completely immune to these diseases. Only got 150 virus points. It's really good to sigh after eating. One bite of virus. As good as several elite zombies. Earned 350 virus points again after eating mushrooms. And then I was ready to go deep. Go to the factory and lounge where your father works first. First came to the staff dormitory of the plague factory. But with a smile, I looked around. Didn't find any mission clues that I feel are relevant to myself. Shouldn't be here. Classical Chinese. I asked him to join me in exploring the source of the plague. But if I tell you to run, you must leave immediately. Then I found the plague ahead. Epidemic and virus concentrations are particularly high. A smile suggested that there should be a sewage treatment tank. Wastewater from chemical plants will be concentrated there. There are 2 huge and deep pools inside. And a smile has only been in once. The smell of the air then made him dizzy. Soon I came to the plague factory. Inside the sewage treatment market. The moment of entry, I immediately let Hansi wrap herself in mental power. Just then a voice sounded, children of the plague. Servant of the virus. Children of a sect. A figure suddenly appeared in front of me. The second I saw him, I rushed over. Transform into my strongest blade form tool. But to my surprise, it couldn't be broken. Very surprising. And the difficulty of the boss's defense is so terrifying. And this is this person suddenly kneeling down to me. To our destined God. Offer the highest liturgy and the most devout prayers. May our destined God light the fire as soon as possible. Spread the grace of Wenyi all over the world. This move makes us smile very puzzled. Even I was stunned when I saw it. It was Pukahumi who said to me, of course kneeling. You are destined to be a great God. Pukashomi, ready to give you everything. Whether it is life or soul. Turns out he's a level 71 third place winner. And my last life was only level 79. How can someone who doesn't understand this kind of strength appeared in the early days of breakup, and the dream is worshipping? The spiritual perception given to me when I was a teacher is a secret book with such a large disparity. You can also sense the name and level of the saint realm. It means he's really defenseless against me. But I don't understand. Why do they say I am their destined God? You who obtain the meaning of the plague after the trial must be the God we were meant to be. The high priest of the God of plague taught at the cost of his life. It's so guiding your appearance. And I heard in a previous life that every high-level talent, the most precious thing is to have exclusive opportunities. Understand that this is exclusive to the Virus King. God of Plague. It feels better than smiling demon blood. The plot is much stronger. Then I asked, "Is there anything you can do for me?" Bukashmi said he paid a great price. Enter the trial early. Just to help you during the trial. How lucky I am to have met you so early. Each and every one of us who comes here, we can provide you with a corresponding the strength of the plague sect to protect. But because of the perception and interference of the cosmic will, we can't just hand over all the treasures to him. Then ask me what type of treasure I need. Is there a career change scroll? Just when I asked if there was a career change scroll, Hukashimi immediately expressed that of course there was. This is the S-level plague period. Class change scrolls suitable for S-level breeders. Then he took out the most precious of the denominations. SSG Sons of Doom go to scroll. Smiling at this scene, he was astonished. And I'm not happy about that. And asked if there is a 3S level family transmission Wenyan. Pukasumi thinks, I don't know much. Indicates that an initial 3S level career is almost impossible. Even many guards are from S level and even a B level career is promoted to a 3S level. But I look serious. I just need the 3S class change scroll. Hear me. Smiling is particularly shocking. After saying that, Pukashomi suddenly shed tears. Do you only need 3S scrolls? And then he gets really excited, shouting that you are our future guard. The revival of the plague sect is finally possible. Robust puzzles me. If not, then I'll look at other things. This is Pukashomi immediately explaining that there is. We have a possibility to get 3S. Level scroll approach. Hearing the word maybe makes me a little confused. And then, he said, you can always get it. And I need to pick it up myself. This method is. He can open a special secret realm. Tulan. The event of the greatest plague in new history. You just need to enter it. Collect the plague lords inscribed in history. Use them to condense the career change volume city. It is possible to get a 3S level scroll. Although not necessarily available. But given the opportunity, then I must try. And then Pikachumi goes, in a sense. Lifeforce and Soul Trap. Become a ladder of godless. Call for help from the sick deer. Then the crane opened with a sound. In an instant, he was surrounded by green flames. All that's left of Ray's Parliament, Bukashmi, is ashes. At this time, the system prompts whether to enter the exclusive secret realm dungeon. 80 million cries of the Holy Spirit. Life only lasts 3 minutes. Now I say this is an exclusive copy. I won't take you in. When Yen scratched his head with a smile. This is going to be twisted, boss, dedicated to all new parents. We dare not go in either. Then I'm going to send him out first. After all, without my protection. Not killed by bugs, but also infected by the plague. After sending a smile near the plague factory, I immediately rushed to the location of the copy. Only a smiling face is left. I don't know what I just went through. Then, smiling and showing off everything you just experienced in the group. And received a super powerful NPC. Kneel down and send me a rotating scroll. I am not satisfied, and there are still to S level and 1 SS level. A few simple words. Make everyone in the group uneasy. Finally received the NPC and trapped himself in. Go open it and get a copy of the 3S level job transfer scroll. A few words with a smile immediately made those pioneers know how big the gap is with me. When I enter the secret realm. Just then, the hourglass on my chest suddenly shines. Although I don't know what it resonates with. But the scene that emerged surprised me. The Roman stone gate in front of you reminds me that this secret place is Florence. But this should be medieval Florence. Looking at the surrounding buildings, he exclaimed that it is worthy of being the art capital of the world. But what puzzles me is, why is there no one in such a big copy? This is me being drawn to a cough. In one place, the alley saw a man in a black robe. Spotted someone approaching. This person immediately advised me to get sick. Talk about being a dirty sinner. He was punished by God for falling ill. I have no reason to hear that. Instead, started absorbing the virus from him. After absorption, it was found to be the Black Death virus. The plague among them. And then came the plague sect mission. But I don't know what a plague is. How can I collect this thing? Then he found that his illness had suddenly disappeared. Immediately say, thank you to me, thank you. Messenger of the guards. I would like to follow the patient Feng Ning. Hearing this, I took off the mask from my shoulders. thinking that you do need followers and fame. It's easier to get information and find things. Then tell him to stop painting crosses. I am not the messenger of the gods. Then he asked me which messenger of the gods I was. And I immediately said, I'm nobody's messenger. I am the god of plague. But tell everyone I can get rid of their disease. Tell them to find me in Lord Square. Just after I successfully absorbed Eleanor's disease, he broke the news to everyone at once. The god of plague came to the world. Now everyone goes to Lord Square. The god of plague will rid us of our diseases. But those who are suffering from the epidemic, still indifferent. People watching this scene, I think Eleanor is very strange. Although he still keeps showing that he is not medically ill. Tortured self, but they just thought Eleanor must be lost. He still hasn't given up on it. Eleanor is the daughter of a wealthy businessman. He donated all his property to the church. But still not given asylum, the whole family died of illness. Eleanor, who shouted for a long time, finally got the memories of the family. Then it was shown to the crowd, showing himself saved by the god of plague. Not only does it not require donation and bloodletting, no need to pray. Just go to Lord Square now. This is a person reaching out and touching Eleanor's forehead. Surprisingly, he actually recovered. The shocked woman shed tears of excitement. He saw hope for his child to survive. On the other hand, I look at my environment. Guess it's the 14th century. The Black Death was cured by faith and school. In Europe in the 14th century, 25 million people suffered. The global population has reached more than 80 million. I thought if the seed of the plague wasn't here. Are you going to travel the world yourself? This is the cries of many villagers behind me. Elana did as I told her. Bring as many people as possible. Seeing this, I immediately appeased everyone to get closer. Poor children. Look at them suffering from a strange disease. I immediately started absorbing the virus from them. May you be free from the invasion of foreign diseases. For a moment, the haggard villagers became calm. Then I began to absorb all the spirits. The virus on those people in Pearl Square. After 2.5 minutes, everyone had tears of happiness on their faces. My appearance successfully bring them back from the gate of hell. For a while, the villagers exclaimed that it was a miracle. And I became known as the God of Plague. Facing the people who believe in me. I'll get them out of here. Go back and recuperate for a while. After all, flight of time caused a lot of damage to the body. Just take a few days to recuperate and your body will recover. Then tell everyone. I don't want people to kneel down. It's about getting rid of the plague. Hear me. The villagers were moved to tears for a while and praised my greatness. Then Elena led the healed people to leave in an orderly manner. Let's give God's people together. Spread all over Florina. But just then the uninvited guest arrived. Everyone saw that it was a knight of the church. He panicked. They said they were reported. Some people here call themselves guards. Spread the faith. Are you the one who spreads the faith? I heard you call yourself the God of Plague. The plague is divine law. How can there be a God of Plague? What a stupid end. When I saw this scene, I felt that my opportunity had come. Then let the knight stab himself. And here will be, completely become my chance to become a god. Now, I let the knight who called it quits attack me. Then the knight announced that one end had been removed. The reason why you were tortured together. It is because of you sinners that you were bewitched. But just then, the other two looked embarrassed. I was surprised to find that I was okay. And Elana, who saw this scene, was particularly angry. But I immediately stopped her behavior. Said he was not injured. Elana thinks I should do magic to these stop knights. Hearing this, several people immediately panicked, but I rejected Elana's approach. They can hurt me. I don't care. No resentment. I will not punish them. No matter how many times they stab me today. I will continue to get rid of the suffering of foreign diseases for everyone. The words immediately excited the people. Shout out to the merciful God of Plague. We will always follow you. This is the true God. The truly merciful Lord. Stop the knight who saw this scene. He panicked. As I continue to absorb the plague from the local villagers. The light stopped and soon learned the news. Just 3 days. 90% of people have become my personality. Even more angry was that only 7 people came to the church on Sunday. Very regretful. Then the entire night should be dispatched to kill the temple. Now there are only 5 nights left. We don't even have enough guards. Discontent with Archbishop Hagen. Apostolic John still holds his own. The sudden appearance of the God of Plague. Early demonstration of the ability to exorcise the plague. It only took 3 days to travel and it cured everybody. They also teach the faithful methods for preventing and suppressing diseases. And for those who have not yet recovered. For care and treatment. Although I don't know what the use of this person is. But there is nothing that restricts believers. And what he proposed, microbiosafety? New words like breeding bacteria. He didn't ask for any support. And speak of the merciful guards. Don't let good people fight each other because of their beliefs. If we had touched him that day. So who are guards in the eyes of everyone? There is no doubt who the devil is. Classical Harkin thought he sounded more like the plague. The happiness of the sect. You didn't stop for the light at all. Are you worried about our Lord? But John felt that our Lord is the most high and true God. We don't have to worry about him. We have to worry about ourselves. I have written. Tell the Pope what happened here. On the other side, I finally condensed the plague Lord. Is caused by the entire Florence virus. Absorbed and condensed by me. Although I know how the seed of the plague fires. But the whole Florence forbids getting that much. Looking at the current condensation progress, it made me realize that I have to travel the world. To be completely condensed. This is Aelana coming to inform the adults. Your most loyal followers are waiting. When you see my appearance, everyone became very excited. Everything is complimentary. All living things are immortal. Everyone shouted in unison to welcome my appearance. And I told people, the plague of Florence has been eliminated. I'm going somewhere else. But I'll leave you with one thing before I go. This thing is called the help of the plague. Just pray in front of this plague pillar. And baptized. Eliminate the plague. And you tell them not to rely on it too much. Because after I leave this world, as a pillar will lose its effectiveness. You have to remember what I taught you. My people, do not be afraid. Never forget the education of the Pest Allant sect. This is what Aelana said. We'll keep in mind. There will also be a Church of the Plague sect here. Transmit your teachings to the world. And so the plague of Florence ended. May you never suffer from the plague. Goodbye, children. When I leave here, I still hear the shouts of the city. I lament the fanaticism of people in this era for their beliefs. It's beyond imagination. But that's what I want. So collect the plague for me. The seeds are of great help. Guards Hope Society, let people report to me. The road festival that allows me to collect the seeds of the plague. Save a lot of experience. If there is no guard, I'm afraid it will take at least 10 years to coalesce perfectly. So that's what I'm going to do. Do this as a guard? Parents yell at cousin after 2.5 days. The failure of the Eastern Crusade made God very disappointed in us. The devil takes advantage of the situation. Unleash the plague. At this critical moment, there is a nominal believer. Take advantage of the plague. Robbing the faithful of our glorious church. Hearing this, Sauron, the head of the Templar Order, believes that they're all brainless people. To believe in such a deception. Called Wang Zi said, he did come all the way to drive out the plague. And the reason why the plague can be expelled, he must be a devil. Let the plague out be for taking him away. To disguise miracles. Lure the believers of the Church of Light. These words immediately made what I heard extremely angry. It is indeed a cunning devil who has used such a trick. Then he said that the person has come to the game. Send someone to lead him to the square. Many people also gather to go to the square. Then let Sauron take the gun of the long hams. Kill the devil in front of everyone. In order to proclaim the prestige of the Lord God, for our Lord God, for the happiness of stopping, to cleanse the world of evil. At the same time, I had arrived at the square. See my arrival? The little boy is very happy. Can't wait to tell the people here. But I've already seen through it all. After I left Florence, the light in other cities has stopped. Or blocked the door outside the city. Either close the city gates and promote me as the devil. And here it is. But change the route. No sick person came to greet me. What a clumsy trick. See them? I can't help it. Determined to get rid of me completely in this base camp. But that's what I was hoping for. A complete solution to this hemp. A chance to stop. I'd like to see what tactics you will use. After I arrived at the Vatican Grand Place, instantly attracted countless people to come and stop. Ready to kill my drama? Now, I saw the Pope and the head of the regiment, Sauron, holding the long Kims. Jikyong is strong. I didn't expect them to move so quickly. The chuxing stage was built so quickly. And I still play the name of the God of Plague. How dare you speak in the name of the Lord God? Slander me as a devil. The Pope has said that God has passed away. You are the devil of the abyss. In order to shake people's belief in God, use poison. First, it unleashes a plague that afflicts all living beings, and then we treat them so as to deceive those who don't know the truth. Abandon belief in God. These words immediately caused a lot of discussion among the people. There are those who doubt me and those who believe me. This is a woman. Pray to cure the plague first and then punish. Because his kids are going to walk soon. The robust Pope discovered the fear caused by the epidemic. It shakes people's faith. Instantly increase the blame for me. If you just take away the plague, God will mercifully spare your life. But you let their souls will never decide after death. A few words immediately changed people's minds. They started to criticize me. I think I'm such a vicious devil. Then the head of the regiment, Sauron, came at me with a long gun. However, the next second, there was a scene that shocked everyone. I only used one finger. Blocked the gun of Longinis. Then he said that the gun had already done one. Tauros hurt the Son of God. Now he doesn't want to be wrong a second time? Don't force him anymore? See this? Sauron couldn't believe his eyes. And I started acting. All the way. From Florence. I don't understand why the light stops. To repeatedly stop yourself. Table plague. Now I see you devil disguised as the Pope. Understood it all at once. Hearing this, the Pope thought my words were very ridiculous. The people around thought it was a big joke. If you don't believe in the Pope, how could it be the devil? But I am very confident. Is it the devil? Soon everyone will know. Then he punched the Pope directly. Don't show up quickly. You devil who took the papacy. The next second, a monster with horns on its head appeared in front of everyone. For a while, people can't believe that the Pope is really a devil. And the Pope shouted Giligwala, trying to kill me. And now all this. It's all in my plan. For the people of this era, my ability is to unprotected. If the ability is used, it would make people completely believe the slander of the Pope. It's stupid to argue with the Pope. Even if the virus is released to kill it, can't make you completely happy? Fortunately, I condensed a copy before. And demon bloodline essence. With that punch, shoot him into the Pope and crush him. Inject the zombie virus at the same time as a double insurance. No matter which zodiac sign, the Pope will be in full view. Become a real monster. At this moment, the Pope's mouth is constantly gathering energy. Uncontrolled random attacks around. Look at the devil horns born by the Pope. And demonic fire. It can be seen that what takes effect is the blood essence. And now the big picture is set. Because the use of the hunger membrane bloodline is very demanding. His body will soon be overwhelmed. Bloodline power, total collapse. Defend against demon, usurp the papacy. Twisted doctrine, harming shining believers. Now you dare to stop me from taking away the plague. Place the living being. Unforgivable sign. Today I will bestow a divine law on it. The next moment, the Pope's body began to change. And it completely changed people's minds. Even the light stops the temple. Night Sauron also sings to me. But I didn't express my dissatisfaction with him. I want you to know that God doesn't punish humans. I came to this world for one thing only. That is to take away the plague. Hearing this, Sauron will immediately take the whole city. People with the disease bring. Since the Vatican exterminated the devil, the church's eyesight was rapidly declining. And the pestilence cult was on the rise. Let my actions in Europe be unhindered. Thus the plague. Pillars soon filled every city in Europe. city and village, but the condensation of the plague seed is far from over. It forced me to move on. Traveled all over Africa, Asia and Oceania. I've also seen different races, religion and dynasty. Finally, after a year and a half, collected plague pillars. And in the end, just the plague pillar needs to be recycled. The plague is over. Although this dungeon has no powerful enemies, but it has a fatal difficulty. And if I enter before, I know it will take so long to complete. Perhaps not necessarily into this vice. After all, in the early days of the apocalypse, a year and a half is precious. Just as I recycle all the viruses in the plague pillars. At the same time, the plague pillar I set up is starting to happen a little bit. Irene Nye, who saw this scene, showed her experience. Then I immediately realized that I'd done it. You're going back to the fruit now. Then order, and they all welcomed the education that I gave them. And now Elana has become the high priest here. He led the entire village of Florence to kneel. Villagers who saw this scene, they also put down their kung fu. At this moment, the energy fluctuations of the plague pillar are slowly rising. A purple virus emerged from Elana. The virus also starts in those who kneel down. Disappears subsequently, all floating viruses start converging in one direction. Not just Florence. As long as it's where I stay, plugged in the plague lord, whether religious or not. Now everyone gathers in front of the pillar of plague. They chanted together the education of the pest alarm sect. The viruses that emerged from people. It's starting to coalesce, although I am thousands of miles away from them, but I can still hear their voices. I heard their prayers. And then, having completed my mission, I returned to the plague factory, successfully obtained the 3S level disaster of birth and death, and transferred to the city. The use requirement is to have 3S level talent virus king. See me curled up. I can't wait to see the effect. But then I realized that Leto's mission required 2 volumes. Instead of 2 3S level occupations. Now I have a job transfer boat. As far as I know, the Abyss also has a 3S class transfer roll boat. Then the acquisition of the second one will be brought up on a daily basis. Just then, prompt me that the mission to the plague factory failed. And that puzzled me. Obviously, he found the source of the plague factory. Why did it fail? This is the memory of finding Pukasumi. The task is not completed. That is to say, the source in the task. It was because of him that something changed. After his sacrifice, the source should be the loss of power, support, and death. That's why the mission failed. Look at the many huge mushrooms in front of you. Maybe that's the source of the mission. A year and a half passed in the copy. I am eager to understand the situation in Beatty City, and everyone in the chat group. When I sent a message to Song Zikyong, but learned that only 4 days had passed. But I'm really in the copy. It took a year and a half. Now I think of breasts. The former desert, he was one with me when he was bound to me. Able to emerge with my consciousness or refrigerate. Remembering that the hourglass offered itself in a copy. He's the only one who can live like a day. This is shouting with a smile in a group chat. The failure of the mission at the plague chemical factory made me understand. He was given the same assignment as I was, but it's definitely different from mine. After all, I have the wings of the plague. And I was curious. What did ZZ say in the group these days? Then receiving the task in the group is indeed a failure. And for a moment, it was a pity. Subsequent to 3S, the copy of the class scroll did not fail. The failure of the art factory is due to the key. NPCs are trapped. It causes the mission target to disappear and the mission to fail. The sword shape suddenly exploded. After all, 3S level occupations are rare among rarities. Smiling at this time, asked me if I want to upgrade the chat group to an affiliate. I also had this intention in classical Chinese, so I asked the other people in the group if they would like to upgrade as long as you agree to more than 2/3. At this time, the smile also began to be indecent. Seeing this, I immediately rejected his good name and let him do it for me. Just find a villa area in a magical city. When I arrived at my destination, looking at the environment in front of you is really good. And my heat tracking. And virus tracking, no vent creatures. That means it's safe here. However, what no one expected was that a pair of basement rooms in the villa area. My sister noticed my arrival. Just after I came to the villa area, Then it releases some virus around. Make sure it's safe. Subsequently, take out the medical diagnosis preparation made by traditional Chinese medicine in the copy. But then I saw someone who surprised me. I found that the medicine diagnosis has turned into a ground level prop. But in the copy, it is still an ordinary medicine pillow. I don't understand things. What the hell happened in the lineup? When I checked, please find what I brought out in the copy. More than half of them have been turned into props. And this is something I've never heard of. What was taken out of the copy? It becomes a prop. Then I remembered that I also put the lonkin in the copy. The gun was brought back. Because in the last life, there is the equipment of an emperor and a strong man. It's the SS glass longer mouth gun. And I just took a few more glances at the temple. Captain Sauron thought I liked it. Gave it to me just before I left. Then it turned into S as I thought. The strength of the awakened Lankamas. Its dark banishing properties will repel evil darkness. Fallen abyss filthy life. And like this kind of love that already exists. Something that becomes a prop due to the coming of the will of the universe. Have a hidden unique trait. Although I don't understand why. But now the only Longiri. I have 4 guns in my hand. Logar who thought he couldn't get this gun. You can also become an emperor. Just then a tingling pain came from the hand holding the gun. Something unexpected. The gun of the Ronjames is actually in the Rao, understand. In his judgment. That puts me in one of 5 categories. Now it's just F level and it can burn me to death. If it reaches S level, I'm afraid it will melt me down. What a real restraint, my gear. I had to put this gun in the warehouse to eat ashes. So there is one less energy in the world. Something that threatens me. Suddenly, my bedroom door opened automatically. But when I came in, I remember that it was clearly locked. Just then a throwing knife suddenly came at me. Feel my virus and heat. I didn't see the field of vision. It must be a psychic being controlling it. This brain can only control item attacks. It means that his level should be very low. If you use it, you can directly kill it in seconds. But this bedroom will also burn down. Now I have nearly 300 mental attributes. But there is only one skill that can damage spirits. Then I'm going to use my hands. And the number of virus points collected in the replica. Find out if there is a better and cheaper skill. I searched around and found no pathogens. Unable to unlock other skills. Have to look again. Do you have any other viruses in your hands? Ability evolves to the direction of mental force. And this spirit's attack is very single. Can't hurt me at all. This is when I see a psychopathic body disease. Suddenly found that the spirit body stopped attacking. It made me even more excited to see him here. I'd like to see what kind of spirit it is. Then it activates psychic perception to probe the surroundings. The next second, a pair of sister flowers appeared in front of my eyes. The dagger that just fell was stopped by my sister. I am very surprised that such a complete spirit body. And there seems to be a lot of skepticism. It shouldn't be a low-level spirit body. I don't know why I can only chop around with a kitchen knife. Then use mental force to lock the two. I can now see with mental perception. Sister's name is Yanchi. Keep shouting to kill intruders who break into the house. My sister's name is Yanzu, always by the side to keep my sister calm. It turns out that these two are still evolvers. It's because of talent that evolvers who change their form. Even I haven't seen this a few times. Then Yangtze picked up the kitchen knife and rushed towards me again. Current situation. I immediately confronted him and told him to calm down. I won't hurt you. You should also feel the gap between us. My mental strength is more than 20 times higher than yours. Give you one last chance. Keep making trouble. I'm going to kill you and your sister. Sister Wenyan quickly grabbed her sister. Then he said that although it won't hurt you. But you have to listen to me. Hearing this, I postponed and thought I was plotting something wrong. And I said, okay, did you think of anything unclean at the time? Then asked the two. Do you know what's happening in this world? Will you use the Evolverse panel? Maybe it means knowing the current situation. Not only will the Evolver panel be used, I will also watch the Evolver forum. In classical Chinese, I don't understand why they still have to episodes. Are you afraid to go out and kill monsters? Gain experience. My sister thinks those were all human before. Can't bear to hurt them. In his opinion, monsters can't hurt themselves either. But in my opinion, this behavior is rather stupid. Someone who can hurt you will show up sooner or later. How will you deal with it with the strength of your two poles? And your talent is especially dangerous. Because your abilities have emotions attached to them. If you are influenced by emotions, then you will become stupid leftover women. And crazy retarded. Then make the two close their eyes. Carefully perceive your own power and take control. Then use your reason to think about what you should do. Moment. Sister Yanzu feels that she should help others. Be a good person. My sister is determined to protect her sister. To kill everyone who will bully my sister. Watch the performance of the two. Understand, their sanity has been severely eroded. If you don't train well, it will soon become two low-level spirits that act by instinct. Finally become a pure monster. Just when I started trying to tune their sisters. For this spirit body infected with emotional power. First they need to reduce the impact of energy on them. So I'm going to use telekinetic manipulation. So I can exercise my responsibility for psychic power. And then I tried total suppression. Suddenly, the sisters became very uncomfortable. Their bodies are constantly rebelling against my face. See, I kept the two sisters like this to resist with all their might. Until the energy runs out, and I can also practice with them. Exercise your shaping and control skills. After all, I didn't major in mental skills in my last life. Not very good at this. But manipulate to spirits at the same time. The general posture can be grasped. But the details are hard to control. The movements are the last to people when they have been resisting. It's pretty ugly. After 2.5 minutes, the expressions of the two sisters are no longer twisted, puzzled. They still have energy in their bodies, but they don't resist. Is it mental recovery? Still, realize that I won't hurt him. But I didn't stop controlling the two of them. Because if they don't learn to control their emotions, sooner or later you will become a lonely ghost without consciousness. I don't know the current situation for the sisters. I've increased my control over their psychic powers. In an instant, the sisters' clothes were reduced to pieces. As the room wailed miserably. Unexpectedly, the sisters leaned weakly against the wall. Seeing this, I began to ask the two of them, if you encounter a zombie attacking a human, what do you do? My sister said she would kill the zombie. And save that human. My sister said she would do what she could. If you can do it, kill the zombie first. Answers to the two. Understand that they have come to their senses, although still good and evil. But it is not affected by the energy. Extremely happy sister for my rudeness. He said he would let me taste it sooner or later. And the reason why they are extreme. Just because you can't control the energy, the genes and operations of the two. But it automatically absorbs energy. Then, I'm going to teach my sisters a simple touch technique. Try to release the accumulated energy. And it shows up in the form of clothing. Hear me. The two were a little confused. Then start trying to push the energy. Next moment, the two of them showed various clothes. Then instruct the two. Energy in the body. Compare according to your ability. When you have full control, I'll take you to level up a little bit. A few days later, in the copy of Red Star Mental Hospital. Hyperkinetic train distortion. The two sisters are in vice. Benet's performance has been excellent. Then my sister approached me and asked how she was doing. I told him not to sneak into my body. Bad doesn't work. My sister feels that. It must be that you are a bad thing in yourself. That's why evil thoughts have no effect. Just then, Meng Meng sent me a message. A man named Sword Immortal asked me for help with the secrets of the nightmare set. After reading the copy introduction, understand why he has a positive entry requirement of 4 people. And the level is not greater than level 10. And the reason why I never heard of the name of Jian Xion in my previous life. Maybe it's because of him. Did not find a suitable teammate. Finally died in this copy. For the last candidate. Sword Fairy. Find a real brother who practices traditional immortals in the Dragon Kingdom. Then I told the sisters. That's it for today's exercise. Hearing my words, my sister is a little confused. He said he could still kill. I'll explain the blame behind that. You can't beat it. Boss is good at mental attack. Now the past is death by smelling smoke. The sisters had no choice but to give up. Moments later, I met him through the totem of the dream. The person next to him is the real one. May Parliament last man also pass dream head. He was very happy to see me. And he is the sword fairy. Named Chu Zixen. Then I was surprised to find that he was carrying a lot of calamity. Are you a weapon talent? Then the sword fairy showed his natural talent. Every time you create a swordsmanship skill, you can get permanent growth of whole body attributes. And I thought, this is a wonderful gift. With the arrival of personnel, this time, the copy of Shushan Mountain Road has officially started. Just after I led everyone into the Shushan dungeon. The task is to climb from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain. Even if you complete Shushan Mountain. Although the introduction is very brief. But everyone felt the mission. It's not that simple. When you first enter the road up the mountain. And there was a fog. Seeing this, I immediately asked everyone to be careful. Look around and under your feet. This should be the first hurdle. Just then, a woodcutter suddenly appeared ahead. He kept saying the word shoe down on. So I went up and tried to catch up. But the next moment, I was confused and stopped. I don't understand my boxing pleasure just now. It didn't even close the distance with him at all. At this moment, the fog around is getting thicker and thicker. To confirm my guess, I attacked old Joe. Split him directly in two. But found my attack had no effect on him. See that this should be a fantasy. For this fantasy, an Alice should lead the way. And let the rest of us listen to his singing. Sword Immortal listened, while laughing at how slow Jorf sings. And brothers Unsu thinks, this dance should be the water of the 5 elements. Now climbing is the first hurdle. At this moment, old Joe suddenly said something deep and foggy. Seeing flowers in the fog is hard to return. When I heard this, I immediately sensed danger. Immediately equip the biochemical disaster and escape. Just then, suddenly a sword struck behind me. When I sensed that the sword of strength is about to stab. Just listen to the sound of rubbing, even if I transform into Bhutan to withstand this blow. And to my surprise, the penetrating power of this sword is so powerful. Even my physique plus form defense can penetrate. See this scene? Everyone immediately became alert. But the sword was hidden in the fog. Even the Sword Immortal's suggestion cannot be sensed. He really needs it. Immediately let him inspire himself to his service. Mako's mental power can't find the location of the sword. In this tense atmosphere at the moment. Sword Immortal immediately launched the Golden Light Hand domain service next. Really need to sense the position of the sword. Launch and adjudicate due east. A bolt of golden lightning struck the sword. But it did not interrupt the attack of the sword. Fortunately, there is a protective cover to withstand this attack. Then I looked at the soon-to-be broken protector. What a great sword. The sword shape is really a hasty reminder to the White Emperor to be careful. The golden light mass can no longer hold up, with the protective cover shattered for life. I hold the sword in my hand. And said he had subdued him. Several people look surprised. I don't know when I will subdue him. Sword Immortal saw that Nong Sword must have self-awareness. I didn't see any resistance. Then I showed the attributes of this sword to the crowd. And tell them, why is this sword so powerful? When you see the Kishu mirror, Zhengsu only understood, why can't my own golden light be stopped? After all, under this mist, his bonus is probably 3 to 5 times. Sword Immortal was even more delighted. What a blade and soul. Then I said that if the sword was in his hand, it should work better. But since this sword is mine by special means, control cannot be bestowed upon him. Wenyan Sword Immortal hurriedly waved his hand. Don't need blades and souls. He just needs to brew it himself and be closer. This is Meng Meng asking that this journey is about the 5 elements. Once you can reach your 5 swords. I'm a little sorry about that. Because now I can only control 3. If you have the opportunity to come again in the future, you can collect the 5 element sword. Now the danger has been solved. Then lead the crowd to continue upward. After seeing my strength. At this moment, Sword Immortal finally understood why do crows need equipment. Trade a position with the number of skills. After 2.5 minutes, as the fog dissipates, the first level is officially over. And this is only 1/5 of the difficulty of the 5 elements seat. This is the sword fairy shouting to see the front finger. Not far ahead said the woodcutter appeared again. The old woodcutter saying that Shu Dao was difficult. The 5 elements of heaven and earth made difficult. Zhengsun. extremely nervous. All the surrounding plants and trees have become monsters. The crowd is ready to fight again. Looks like it was a gang fight this time. Look at the grass and wood monsters that keep appearing in front of you. I'm a little excited to see this. My favorite is Kai Wush Wong. Analyzing the lyrics in true order. There should be a lot of monsters hiding in the grass. That sword should also be hidden in the grass. This is Sword Immortal looking shocked. It means I don't have to think about the meaning of Jorv's song anymore. Then the golden tiger said it was over. I see my hands holding double blades, surrounded by corpses of plants and trees. And again get a handful of wood property suggestions. Looks like the introduction is really good. Aquatic wood can be integrated into any plant or plant. Not bad to use as a sneak attack. Meng Meng looked at the two people standing still. Hurry up and let them follow. The first time, both of them forgot what they were doing this time. Then step onto the third level. The old woodcutter appears again. Sing different verses. The next second, the environment changes. A demonic wind accompanied by strong wind, sand and dangerous sword shape. I really feel that I can't move forward like this. Prepare to take out the golden light hand rune to resist. But this is a dream. I saw him hand over a goggle. It's not easy to make your picture. It's a little surprising to see this. I didn't expect Meng Meng to be so fully equipped. And that's just as much as he dreamed. Although it did not withstand the wind and sand, but at least you don't have to block your eyes. Just then, there was a loud noise nearby. Suddenly, an accident happened behind me and the sword fairy. I was directly pushed down with him. See this scene? Zhen Mu and Meng Meng hurriedly shouted. The two had no idea what to do for a while. After all, such a big wind san route. I can't see the following love. Dream are ready to use their dream-making abilities to find. Next second, he seemed to see something stop the momentum. I saw me come back safely with the wire in my arms. But flight is restricted within the replica. Makes my air sprints consume more. I didn't expect to sweat after only a few times. If you just had a dream, we'll be exhausted. Very dangerous. This is real. I think I have to find a sword that doesn't fall by the cliff, push down the orifice. And in this sandstorm, we'll be isolated from spiritual exploration. Can't anticipate the spacing and location of the next attack. But I could see a pattern here. Before the wall protruded from the attack, there will be bursts of about half a second. Just feel it with your heart and don't get infected by the wind and sand. Block immediately after feeling the vibration. Hearing the words, I am very impressed. Just once I found out the details of this. And I made them stand there, waiting for the next attack. If someone can't react, just come and walk with me. And I said something that immediately put them at ease. After 2.5 minutes, the rumbling sound rang again. I hurriedly pulled the sword fairy to avoid. Meng Meng pulls the needle sequence and dodges. Now it's about finding a way to escape between the cliffs. The rest is to pass this level as soon as possible. At this time, Meng Meng asked if you don't want the Earth Spirit Sword here. I said no. Really need to explain. Earth Spirit Swords not only cannot survive with water, and would double Spirit Swords. On the contrary, it will restrain the Water Spirit Sword, and I can only control 3. So the other one should choose the Golden Broken Hand. 2.5 hours later, Joe reappeared in front of the crowd. And this one is very hard. Several people have developed severe dehydration. I sigh that this Fire Spirit Sword is really insidious, although Meng Meng has the ability to create things. But the water evaporates as soon as it's made. Parasols are completely ineffective. I told a few people not to worry. Fire Spirit Sword is coming soon, because bursting has never been the only mindset of fire. Bake slowly. Forbearance waiting for the seal. With enough fuel. Burning Beast. According to the woodcutter song, wait until you are dizzy and dizzy. This is the moment when the Fire Spirit Sword appears. Just then. Weak true. A black spot suddenly appeared above the virtual head. Even if the Fire Sword is about to stab him, stop. Fortunately, I caught the Fire Spirit Sword in time. This is to save the real life. Successfully obtain the last 5 elements blade and soul burning heart. Now the Fire Sword has been removed. Just walk this road as soon as possible and make up a point. After a while, with the creation ability of Meng Meng, several people drank water, 5 full and 6 full. This is the old woodcutter reappearing. Singing this poem. According to him, Jinling's sword belongs to the combat level. I just happen to be full of vitality. The fire sword was subdued by me. Then you will be wronged by the golden spirit sword. Just as I led everyone to the side of the golden spirit sword. Later see. This level is a simple and direct combat level. The last golden spirit sword stands in the center of the disc. Sword Immortal saw that this was a sword that had not yet formed a demon. But it has not been forged and polished, but it glows with golden light. I feel that this sword is definitely not as simple as it seems, but I don't think you need to think so much. You'll know how powerful it is. Jinling's sword attacked me first. Then I turned out to break 7 times in succession. However, the next second, the elven sword miraculously begins to heal. I saw the power of this sword. It should be after the attack. Attributes that can enhance one's abilities. The name of the ability to guess is steel. Or real gold. But none of that matters now. I'd like to see if I can catch my painful blow. Random hammer pattern. Smash directly in the past. The 3 people on the side listened to what I just said. Some are worried that this sword will be infinitely improved. The elven sword that has been battered by me is restored again. Become a giver. The next moment I hold it directly in my hand. I can feel his struggle. Estimated to have nearly 200 powers. The analysis should be a decrease in stamina. Brings an increase in strength and speed. The other arrow seed attributes are 300. The constitution of the golden spirit sword has been transferred to strength and speed. Then I'd like to see. What will his physique value be? However, the next second, the golden spirit sword in my hand was directly broken by me. Successfully killed. The feeling that the golden spirit sword 100 refinements gives me is only 10 points. Luckily, I didn't choose this golden spirit sword. Because I don't like getting beat up all the time. Final strike. I didn't expect this guy to die so easily. Moments later, old Joe appeared in front of us again. The mouth still says that Shu Dao was difficult. The 5 elements of heaven and earth make difficulties. The 5 elements have not yet reached the end of the mountain. The endless road is difficult to find. The old man advised Mo Deng to climb to the heart without cheating, and the road is not dangerous. It's better to go back. Why bother to talk first? The old woodcutter walked down the mountain. At this time, Mang Mang didn't understand why he went down. I feel a little clearer. Then order the sword fairy. The next road has to go to the front. Brother Wen Yin Jiangsu immediately understood. Because this belongs to the sword fairy. The heart of seeking Dao should only be possessed by the sword immortal. Then I asked him to talk about the woodcutter coming down the mountain. Hai Jiangxi said he didn't know either. But I feel it's misleading. Let opportunists go a long way. The misguided feeling that the real road lies below. And when old Joe passed us by, I can feel the chill behind me. Maybe his real intention was to kill those who came down the mountain. These words make Henshin very flustered. I feel like I don't see anything. Is it not being poisoned? I'll just let his seeking heart be firm. I don't want to walk too long on the endless road. 2.5 hours later, the group successfully cleared the shush on Mountain Road Library. Then a few golden lights fell from the sky. The Shushon token turned into a customs clearance reward. Finally, the treasure box reward for clearing the level. This copy will also be a one-time regular copy. And the owner of the Shushon token. We're the title of Shushon Disciple. Access to special floors at levels 1089. I was surprised that this mountain was so powerful. But my priority now is to hurry up. Collect the second SSS level volume. You can only change jobs if you complete the task. Otherwise, the level will always be stuck at the municipal level. Come back to Shushon after the job change. This is Jiangshan's reward for giving me priority in customs clearance. Then comes Mang Mang's second option. Cherish means not to give. He felt that having this token was enough. After 2.5 minutes, I woke up in my room in the Villa district. As soon as I open my eyes, I see the sister flower people. My sister told me to sleep during the day. It must be caused by special needs. I say, you can't do it even if you try your best. I understand, but my sister thinks I'm talking big. Speaking of taking me down in 3 seconds. And I said, well, in the face of adversity, I've got a book, the right skill book for them. If you succeed in bringing me down, then this skill is yours.